Oh, hey. Hey, hi there. I didn't see you there.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Hi. Welcome.
Well, hello
Welcome.
there.
Sit back, relax, while the XoneBros take you away to a paradise of ecstasy with the Xbox One discussions and positive gaming. What is up, everybody? Thank you very much for joining us. We are the X1Bros. This is podcast number 246. As always, I'm joined by the bros, the XoneBros. First and foremost,
it's me.
It's Mr. McSpicy with his German little boy hat.
Oh, whoops.
His German newsie hat.
There we go.
German newsie.
I didn't set up my camera.
He's a German newsie.
I am a German newsie.
I like that hat, by the way.
It's from Germany.
It is from Germany.
This hat is from Germany.
A German brothel.
Probably.
It's a souvenir they give you after you partake. It's like
the gift bag.
It's like the gift bag.
Yeah, it comes in the gift bag.
It comes with a toothbrush, some
lotion,
deodorant,
and a
hat,
soda.
and like a sparkling drink.
And a
Yeah.
soda just to cleanse that palate.
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Also,
my brother got this for me. I love this hat.
yeah, that is nice. That is nice. Are you a hat? You're a hat guy.
Well, I'm a good. Yes, I am a hat guy.
Are you going to grow out your hair? By the way, we discussed this.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I have an awkward phase in my hair. I like it short.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah. It's really hard to get over that awkward phase.
No, I know how that is.
But when I do, I do have that blonde curl.
Dude, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
luscious hair.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
pretty
makes
neat.
you want to like twirl your fingers in it, you know,
And just stare into my
Just stare.
eyes.
Dude,
It's like the hair from Tangled.
Exactly.
I interviewed.
Exactly.
I had to do these interviews at work because we're hiring someone, and this girl, she's from Brazil,
Uh-huh.
that I was interviewing, and I was only staring. She's not getting the job because she's not just not qualified. Nice
I
person,
thought you were gonna say something.
nice person.
Okay.
No,
She's not qualified, but
yeah. No, but she had like the most curly, like big, really nice hair, and I was sitting there. I was like, "Why does your hair look so familiar?" Not even like face, nothing. I was just like, "That hair. Where do I know that hair from? A lion? No. What is Shakira? She had Shakira hair.
Oh, that's good
Shakira
hair.
hair.
Well, Shakira changes her hair all the time.
Here's the thing, though,
Dude,
People with-
you've only been at this job like, what, 5 months and you're already interviewing people?
from Brazil.
I interview the internationals. It's what I do.
No, you're just like,
I'm an international
The
man.
hierarchy.
I'm
You're
an
like-
international man of mystery.
you just like come in and work up the ladder, don't you?
I work up everything. Work it
That's
up.
nice. That's nice.
You've just bump set and spiked me, and I can't take it to the next level.
Second is Jordtheman, who also is wearing a very nice Kingdom Hearts beanie.
Yeah. Hello.
And last but not least, I've got a new set of headphones here.
Did you even say his name? It says
Oh, that's
Jordtheman.
Jordtheman. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
Hey, everybody, that's Jordan.
Last but not least, I am X1. I got a new set of headsets.
New set of headsets.
New set of honkers right
That's
on my
pretty
ears.
good. Yeah.
It's
Those
good.
zingers
The
look good.
Sennheiser Game 1s, they're open back, which means I'm not closed off from the world around me.
It's actually explain open back because I had never heard of that.
Never heard of it either. So basically what it is so on your headset, think of your gaming headset, whether it's Turtle Beach or whatnot. Now put your headset on your ears. Now put your hands over your headset. That part right there, that hard plastic part, has slits in it. It's open so that you can hear everything. Like if I were to turn off the volume, I would still hear myself because it's open, as if I don't have headphones on my ears, yet sound comes through.
It
And it
sounds
sounds
good.
amazing.
It sounds really
I will
good.
never go back to closed back headphones.
Now, you were saying it's better for open world games because of the immersion effect, because you can actually hear your surroundings, but at the same time hear the game volume.
Yeah, and so it
What if
sounds
you're like-
as if you are in this world,
That's all
like
cool.
the world is
I-
real. It's VR for your ears.
But what if, like,
good way to put it.
Yeah, it's VR for your ears.
what if your, like, kids are crying and your wife's screaming at you?
Well, that did happen to me twice this week because I had sick babies. That part I was like,
is there, like, a turn off open?
no, but you can. I mean,
know,
I just turn up the volume, drown them out. That's
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
basically what I do there. You know.
That's
Yeah.
what I do.
It's pretty awesome. I thought that you were just like, oh, cool, he's getting a new headset. Then I got to try him, and I really like him.
Yeah, it blows my mind. It changed everything for me.
Yeah.
Changed everything. It's February 1st, but it's February 1st today. Next podcast is our Patreon drawing, so come join us. If you haven't yet, please go over, support us, sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/positive gaming or xonebros.com/support. It's a grand time. We'll be doing our monthly drawing. 2 ways you can win for a game drawing. You can support us on Patreon or be here live in Mixer. Either one of those gets you into the drawing. If you're in Patreon and live in Mixer, you get 2 entries by default. So there you go. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. Also, on our producer credits, stay tuned. Next week, we're going to have brand new producer credits. And if you've, for the new producers.
Correct.
And then if you've requested from McSpicy a new one.
Direct message me.
Direct message
if you
him on
want
Discord.
another one.
and there will
I'll
be
get you
some
some.
changes. But if you've not seen the producer credits
On our
if
live
you've-
show.
if you've not joined us live, if you've not joined some Mixer at any time, they're amazing.
Yeah,
Them
they're
every
pretty
time. I just sit and watch them the entire time, every time.
Yeah,
every
they're
single
pretty
time I watch them, all the time.
They're pretty cool. They're really cool, actually.
They are. They
They're so
are. Jordtheman,
Yeah.
let's just get right into it. Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, is that good?
That's
huh?
pretty much. I don't think he can repeat what he was telling
Okay.
me
Most people
before the show. He
most-
really likes the game. Like, really likes it.
Direct message in Discord. That's correct, Cooper. Direct message in.
Oh, yeah.
in
Direct
Discord.
message in Discord. Yeah.
Sorry, if you want new producer credits. That's most people rate their game reviews by numbers. Jordan gives it a oh yeah. Jordan gives it one moan,
One moan.
which is a must, which is a must buy.
And that one moan lasted an
It was
entire
a
week.
long one. That was, yeah. So Kingdom Hearts, go ahead. It does it meet? Now you've been waiting for this for a long time now, like your entire life.
Yeah. Like yeah.
This wraps up the story for you. Really concludes everything.
Mm-hmm.
How is it so far for you?
It's really good.
Now, how far are you into it?
I don't know, like 10 hours.
10 hours in. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how? And tell me what does
No, okay,
what
no,
does it do
it's-
right? What does it do wrong?
I didn't do anything wrong. Well, okay, so before I say anything, have you guys ever seen that episode of the Goldbergs where she's wearing mom goggles?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm wearing Kingdom Hearts
So
goggles.
you have mom goggles on for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
like,
basically,
it could yeah, explain it.
So you're
mom-
biased, right?
So
Yeah.
mom goggles, yeah.
Yeah,
You
gotcha.
when you look at your children, you don't see anything wrong. They're perfect.
There's no imperfections.
That's what you've
right?
got for
So-
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing I've noticed, but I mean, other than that, the whole game is awesome. I mean, let me just start off.
Break it down.
Let me just break it down for you.
Yeah.
So first of all, the intro, it's like 5 minutes. There's an intro before the intro. First,
Okay.
you load up the game, and you remember
Is
back
this
in the day.
Is this the song that I've seen that I
This-
love?
that's the second intro.
I'm in love with this song. The intro
That's
video
the second
song.
intro. Yeah, that's the second intro.
My next child will be conceived to this song. I've decided it.
Good for you.
It's that
Yeah.
good of a
See,
song.
you are all about goals, and
I set goals in life.
that's a good
A man
one.
without goals is a lost man.
I'm lost. I'm a lost man. But
So-
no, that's respectable.
Thank you.
You load up the game, and you remember back in the day, games had like basically trailers for the game. Like you'd load up the game, there'd be like basically a trailer, and then it'd take you to the main menu.
Okay.
That's basically what happens.
Oh, okay.
And it's awesome.
So does it start out with like that's part of the story or no?
No, it just starts. Well, it basically what it does is it starts out with like a trailer that basically shows every single game leading up to this game.
Okay.
Then you jump in, and the menu's really cool because it's the typical Square Enix like drawn. Anyway,
I got
and then you hit start, and then there's like a 5-minute intro,
Oh.
literally like 5 minutes. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, 4 of those minutes are that video,
Yeah, that video
Yeah.
is. I
but
love
the
that
other
music.
minute, it's pretty good too.
It's legit, huh?
Yeah.
Now in game, so since we're at the beginning here, in game, they said they were going to do a recap.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah.
they
The
do
memory
re-
archive.
They did the memory archive.
Uh-huh.
How is it? Did they?
It's not that great.
It's not good.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, honestly, I actually kind of got confused watching it a little bit.
And you know what's going
Yeah.
on.
No, I think
does
they're
he? Does anybody?
no. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not as good as other ones I've seen. They're kind of right in the middle. If you were to just watch those, they're not that long. I think there's 5 of them,
Okay.
and they're probably about like 3 to 5 minutes apiece. But they explain things that you need to know. But I feel like if you don't know what's going on, you'll still have questions. Right?
that
Like
was my phone,
what I would suggest is if you're first time playing it, go to YouTube. There's tons of them now that the game is actually out. But go to YouTube and just find a Kingdom Hearts catch up video. There used to be only a few of them, but there's tons of them now.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
I started-
20 to 40 minutes.
I started watching one. It was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got like 10 minutes in because I had a crying baby. But so far, what I've seen, it was really good.
Yeah. And then after you watch that intro video, then go watch those 5 memory archive videos, and then you'll at least kind of get the characters and stuff like that. You know, it's more so knowing the characters, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them.
Sure.
It's kind of like,
I mean, you know all the Disney characters. It's getting to know the other characters.
yeah, all the other
Getting
characters.
to
Like,
know you.
basically, the other characters and kind of what their roles are, right? You know, and where they come from and all this stuff. But anyway, so yeah, it's not bad, but I think they could have done a little bit better on it, on the recap video.
Sure.
Because, you know, it's a really convoluted story. Like, anyway, so you jump into the game.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. So first of all, the one thing I was excited about, I think this is the first Kingdom Hearts where there's like every world that's in it, I'm actually excited for. Let me tell you the worlds. So first of all, there's Olympus,
Okay, Hercules.
which is always fun.
Hercules.
It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Then there's Tangled. Never seen that movie. Watched it this week. It was really good. I like Flynn
Okay.
Rider a lot.
Okay.
One of my favorite people.
Okay.
Also, I like Rapunzel. I think she's in my top
I mean,
3 of
she's
Disney
got
princesses
really
now.
long hair.
Yeah. And then you got Big Hero 6, another great movie, another great one, right? You got the Winnie the Pooh series, which is always fun. They're kind of
how's
mini
Winnie the
games.
Pooh? Is
I
that
haven't
cool?
been there yet,
Okay.
but yeah. And then you got Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh,
Everyone, I was watching tons of
everybody's-
streams
yeah.
yesterday. Everybody was in that one. It looked cool. Like the sand, the characters, Jack Sparrow. It's a different art style than like the Donald Duck or the Goofy or
Yeah, it's
Toy
like a
Story.
realistic
It's
art
its own
style.
unique. It's really cool.
Yeah, and then you got Frozen, which is pretty good. I mean, I like Frozen.
Yeah.
It's kind of overdone because
Yeah.
I've seen it a billion
Sure.
times, but it's a good movie, right? And then you got the one I was looking forward to the most, the one I played at E3.
Sure.
That's Toy Box.
Which is Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Monster Zeke. I'm just excited for that one too.
Okay. Well, I watched you. Last night were streaming in Toy Box.
Oh, it was
with
good. It was a good time.
Woody, which is actually someone said in the chat that's Tom Hanks' brother.
Yeah,
Voices
that was.
it.
I think that was Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Also, Super Nintendo told me something freaking amazing, which I'll tell you about in just a little bit.
Wait, Tom Hanks' brother, the one from he was on that
Band of Brothers.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
Wait, who was
Let's
Tom
say yes.
Hanks' brother in Band of Brothers?
No, he was
He's
on
the-
a
he's
cop
the-
show.
he's the
I
new
really
kid.
like him. Here, I'm gonna look him up. No, he was on Orange County. Wasn't he the kid on Orange County?
Yeah, he was on. He's on Band of Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the new kid from like
I like him a lot as an actor.
that comes in at the end.
Oh,
Except everything he acts in, like on a TV show, gets canceled within like a week.
Well,
it's disappointing.
I mean, he's no Tom Hanks.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And like you said, David, what's cool about Kingdom Hearts is since every world is different, it's almost like you get a unique. Like it doesn't get old.
It's
right?
like a game within a game.
Well, I finished Toy Box, and then you go over to Tangle, and it's almost a different type of art style, so it
Yeah.
keeps it fresh, fun. It's a good time. And now let's get into the best part of the game, guys. The best
Sure.
part of the game, the combat.
Yeah, it looks
So let me
good.
tell you, this is the combat, which I mean, it's not hard, but best combat in the series.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So let me tell you what you can do. First of all, you can level up your Keyblades this time,
Okay.
Ah, nice.
which is pretty cool. I leveled up my Keyblades last night.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And you can hold 3 Keyblades at once and hot swap them in combat. You can hot swap them in combat.
Wow.
So in previous
Whoa.
Kingdom Hearts, you could only hold one at a
Mind-
time.
Yeah, and you have to switch them.
Okay.
You can, I mean, you have
Mind
to switch them
blown.
in the minute. But you can equip 3 and hot swap them in combat. Now each Keyblade can do something different. So the 3 I have equipped right now, I have So for example, there's like I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
You're just so excited.
I know. Keyblades, when you land a certain combo or a combo, your Keyblade comes up with an ability to form. Basically, it can form into a different type of Keyblade, right?
Sure.
So, for example, I have a Keyblade that I got from Olympus and a Keyblade that I got, I forget where I get it. But anyway, so the Olympus Keyblade is kind of defensive, so it morphs into a shield, right? So you can use it as a shield and does a lot of AoE and stuff like that. And then the other Keyblade I have morphs into a gun, like 2 dual-wielding guns, and you can just take people out with your guns, right?
Oh.
But what's really cool about being able to hot swap in combat is you can take that defensive key and offensive keys and all these different types of Keyblades and basically prepare yourself for specific boss battles. Because let me tell you this, the boss battles in Kingdom Hearts, they're good.
Oh.
Yeah. They're hard, too.
What's your favorite boss battle so far?
The UFO.
Okay.
Because-
from Toy Story?
Yeah, because, I mean, no other game can you get Woody and Buzz and fight a UFO.
Dude,
I mean,
that is cool.
that is pretty... So...
Are
The
these
re-
considered spoilers? Let me ask this, because we have people in chat that's requesting no spoilers.
I don't feel like we've talked
No,
story.
we're just talking about...
I also
we're not going to
got,
talk about
I also
story,
gotta
just
say, this is one
ability.
of those things when like the adults are talking and you're a kid and you have no idea what the innuendo means.
Yeah.
I feel like with this game, you could actually spoil everything, and I would have no idea what's going on.
No, we won't talk anything about story, although the story, I mean, it's getting good. It's also getting confusing. But, no, we're just going to talk about basically gameplay, because
Yeah.
it's awesome. So,
It looks fun every time I watch someone
Combat.
play it. So I've never played a Kingdom Hearts, but every time I watch someone play, it just looks fun.
yeah, it is. Now, let me tell you this. Combat it's fresh, man. Like, it's not... They've set it up in a way where I don't think you can get bored with it.
Okay.
Because you have your basic attacks and magic and potions, all that stuff. You can customize Donald and Goofy to do certain things at certain times, right? You got your gear, craft.
Like Dragon Age Origins, kind of like that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
not as in depth, but you can tell them, "Hey, heal me when I'm this low," and whether they do it or not, it's up to them.
It's up to them.
So.
It's more of a choice.
Yeah. So combat, that's all to deal with combat. What's cool about combat is they have so much at your disposal that it's like it keeps everything fresh. Like I don't see myself getting bored with it. I mean, maybe 20 hours in, we'll see, but it's super fun. So the movement alone is super smooth and awesome. You can run up walls, you can dodge in the air. I mean, movement is really good. Feels good. It feels like when we first played Titanfall, you're just like, oh man, that movement feels good.
Yeah.
So in addition to the Keyblade stuff, you can hot swap your Keyblades, which is awesome. Keyblades have morphs, and then each Keyblade has an ultimate. So let's just take the Colosseum Keyblade. Its ultimate, you get on a chariot. And you ride around, and you just thunder down on people.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
like a big
what those
AoE.
are. I was watching your stream.
That's a Keyblade ultimate.
I was watching your stream, and then you hopped in some sort of slip and slide thing.
Okay, that's an attraction.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough.
That's the next part. If you land, if you're doing good in combat, an attraction will pop up, and you actually have to hit the enemy where the attraction.
You're seriously on the log ride at Disneyland.
No, it's awesome. And there's a ton of them, yeah. So they're literally called attraction abilities. So you have your you have your Keyblade that can morph when you land combos, and then I just call it the ultimate. I think it's called Keyblade forming, right? Your Keyblade can form into that extra Keyblade, which is like the guns, the shield, and all that stuff. Yeah. And then if you land other combos in that form or morph, it'll kind of go to its ultimate, which in the
final form.
Yeah, in the Colosseum Keyblades. Is that chariot that rides around and you thunder down on people, but each Keyblade has its own, right? Now, the attractions, that's when you're like, oh, dude, I just got to take this guy out.
Yeah.
Right? So the attractions, basically something happens on screen and you see like a triangle or the icon on an enemy, and if you hit that enemy, the attraction will pop up, and you hit the button for the attraction. Now, what the attraction is basically, like Mark said, it's a ride from Disneyland that comes into the game and kills the enemies.
And kills everybody!
So
that is crazy.
Yeah, so there's the river raft one.
That's the one I saw.
And then each attraction, you can damage people, and then you can use the finisher, which then ultimately damages people, right?
I'm watching Jordan fighting, and see, I don't know what's going on. And he randomly... everybody jumps in this water tube thing and starts
big river thing,
river thing, and starts just doing a ride from Disneyland, and everyone's dying.
So there's that one, the rapids. There's Big Thunder Mountain, the train.
Yeah.
There's also Pirate Ship.
Okay.
That's actually my least favorite out of all of them because it's stationary.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Pirate.
Yeah. There's Pirate Ship. There's Teacups. The Mad Teacups, a good AoE one. And then there's my personal favorite. There's the Buzz Lightyear ride, which basically you jump into this ship and you put on your VR goggles and you just start shooting people. Actually, if you were in the stream last night, I actually glitched one of the bosses and I cheesed her.
You cheesed her, huh?
Yeah, it was this. You should have seen it. It was you would have been scared because it was like a little girl.
I'm not even
doll.
mad.
Oh yeah, the little girls creep me out, man.
And
like
anyway,
little girl ghosts. That's my biggest nightmare.
Yeah. Anyway,
no kidding. Yeah, I agree.
I just somehow with the Buzz Ultimate, I trapped her into a corner and I never let go of the trigger.
You just got it.
I felt bad, so when she got to 20% health, I let go and I just went and hit her with my Keyblade because I didn't want to cheat. So there's the attractions, and
we're cheat until 20%, and then you're like, okay, she's had enough cheese.
Yeah. There's the attractions, and then we're not done yet.
Dang, he's just.
There's more This is just combat. Then you're a friends. Because this game is very heavily centered around friends. Hardcore friendship. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Hardcore friendship.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them eating lollipops on the stone wall.
Yeah, it's hardcore
together.
friendship.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it maybe, I don't know, 20 or so episodes ago.
Yeah.
Hardcore friendship. But your friends like Donald or Goofy or even Hercules, for an example, or Buzz or Woody, they'll be like, hey, Sora, let's team up. And you go over and you hit the command and you guys team up. Now, depending on who you're teaming up with, does a different ability. Like Goofy will bounce you off his shield and he'll do like a slam. Donald will do like a bunch of fireworks with you. His is actually really good because it does a lot of AoE
damage.
So Buzz Lightyear will jump on a rocket with you, like from the movie when Sid gets on the rocket. You all jump on a rocket together and then just go do stuff. Hercules, he'll just swing you around and then throw you at someone. It's pretty good.
That is cool.
And I don't see the combat getting old because there's so much at your disposal to do.
Okay, so So far, I mean, you like everything about the game so far, but let me ask you, and don't tell story because we don't want to give away spoilers, but
We'll stick to the opening.
does the story match up to the other ones? Like, does it meet your expectations so far?
Yeah, it
or is
literally...
it not as good?
No, it's good so far.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good so far. It literally... This is why I think you need to watch the videos, because it literally takes place like 2 minutes after Dream Drop Distance. Like, it's like, all right, here's the end cutscene of Dream Drop Distance, and then the opening cutscene of Kingdom Hearts is like, oh, hey, we're back. Let's go.
Nice.
So-
So, okay, let me ask you this. The big question, because a lot of people, we are an Xbox One podcast. Kingdom Hearts has never been on Xbox before. This is it. This is the first time. So there's a lot of people in the community who have never played it, who are wondering, it's number 3. Can I just jump in and play, or do you have to actually watch the past story? Like, can I just jump in?
If you want to get the most out of the game, you need to know what's going on.
Okay.
At some extent.
Yeah. That being said, the gameplay is incredibly fun.
So
The parkour is good. The combat's good. The leveling up is good. There's a crafting system.
But if I-
crafting system.
That is cool.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
if I jumped in right now, would I get to know the characters pretty well? Like, do they a good job of, like, would I understand what's going on, or would I just be lost?
I think you would probably get the gist of what's going on with Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Yeah.
But when it flashes to the other ones like King Mickey and Riku, and it flashed
you'd be lost.
Yeah, well, because you don't know who Riku is, right?
Yeah,
and then the biggest one is like when it flashes to Kyrie and Axel, or sorry, Kyrie and Lee.
I feel like I've just missed this opportunity in my life.
And then like there's people that come. This is getting spoiler, so I won't say names or anything. But there's people that come in that you would only know. From
Sure. See,
other
I feel like
games,
I've
you know
just
what I
missed
mean?
the opportunity. Like,
So-
I will never experience Kingdom Hearts because I missed the original opportunity to get into Kingdom Hearts.
Do they hold their value? Meaning, can I play like Kingdom Hearts 1 today and it won't feel awkward? Or
Combat will feel awkward.
okay,
That's why I said it wasn't hard, but this is the best combat in the series.
okay.
So we could watch the
It's just
videos
dated,
and catch
the
up.
combat. You know what I mean? It's just dated.
How? Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are
You
the-
would like the original Kingdom Hearts because the boss fights, and this is just on normal mode.
Yeah.
Like on easy mode, the whole game is easy. You're just
Yeah,
doing it for
actually-
the story. But on normal mode, like Kingdom Hearts bosses are hard. It's a JRPG. They don't mess
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, people have said Kingdom Hearts 1 is closer to Dark Souls than Kingdom Hearts 3. Like,
Oh, wow.
battle-wise.
Okay, I
that-
won't say who the final boss is, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, you fight the final boss like 4 times in a row.
Yep.
Like you beat him, and he's like, okay, let me change into this form. And then you fight him, and it's hard.
Yeah.
And that's just on normal.
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan, last question for you. Must buy?
Oh, yeah, I think
Must
so.
buy.
I think so. I
Boom,
think
there it
it's
is.
fantastic.
The Jordan One must buy seal of
Oh,
approval.
I got to tell you about the Keyblade.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the
So-
special
so Super
edition,
Nintendo-
Special edition Keyblade.
Yeah, Super Nintendo was like, he told me yesterday, he said, Jordan, have you used the Xbox pre-order Keyblade? And I said, no. Let me use it. So I used it. And what it does, it's going to be in the rotation. I'm leveling this Keyblade up. Because when you smack people, Xbox icons pop out.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It was so. I didn't know it did that
I
because
love
I was
it.
because I got it and I had it at the beginning. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. We get a green Keyblade, because Xbox is green, yay!" And I switched to the other ones, right? And then he told me to use it, and I used it, and they actually Xbox icons pop out of the enemies when you beat them up.
Very cool.
That's pretty
Very
awesome.
cool. Well, there you go. You have it right there. You've heard it first. Jordtheman, seal of approval. Must
Yeah, it's
buy.
really good.
Go purchase it. Before I want to talk about what I played this week, but before we do, let me tell you about GamerDailyNews.com.
Ooh.
And
What
the
is that, David?
And the Gamer Daily News podcast. Well, let me tell you, have you ever just wanted to keep up with gaming news, but you just don't have the time?
All the time.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time, right? Well, guess what? Now you can. Over at GamerDailyNews.com or the Gamer Daily News podcast. It's gaming news every single day, Monday through Friday, in under 10 minutes. Go check it out. Brought to you by my sweet, sensual, chocolatey voice.
I listen to David while I'm in the shower, and I can hit like 3 episodes by the time I'm done.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's good.
Beautiful.
A lot of information.
Yeah, GamerDailyNews.com. It's our next show, Daily News. Head over to iTunes, Spotify, wherever podcasts are. Rate us, like us, review us, and subscribe to us there. And we'll be there for you every single day in your ear holes, bringing you all the information that we can in under 10 minutes.
And it's all information, so we don't just touch on Xbox like this show.
Yeah. It's all gaming news.
It's
PC.
everything. It's cool.
Actually, Hearthstone was in the news this week. They nerfed a bunch of Hearthstone cards.
I'm-
nerfing
How did I miss that day?
basic cards. That was today. That was
Oh.
today's
Oh, I
episode.
haven't-
So you missed
haven't
today's.
heard it
You're
today.
24 hours behind.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
true.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. I feel terrible. I'm a terrible person.
So there you go. Anyways, Wargroove.
Oh,
Wargroove.
I gotta look and see what. Hold on, that's important news for me. I gotta look and see what cards are nerfed.
Yeah, Wargroove dropped. This is a game brought to us by Chucklefish, the same developer that brought us Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And this is basically one of my favorite games on the 3DS or the 2DS for that matter.
Game Boy, wasn't it? It was way back.
Yeah,
then.
even back then.
Boy, yeah.
Is Advanced Wars. Now, what Advanced Wars is? Advanced Wars, for those of you that don't know, is a turn-based strategy game, battle game, where you're at war. You have little sprites, little people, and you battle one-on-one against AI.
It's kind of like a modern Fire Emblem type.
It's based. Yeah, Fire Emblem is exactly that, or Bravely Default. Is exactly that. If you guys are familiar with those, but Wargroove now is on Xbox. It just came out. Like I said, it's by the guys that brought you Stardew Valley.
It's the publisher of Stardew Valley. But they made this game, so they didn't have anyone else do it. They made this game.
So freaking good! It's $20. It's cross-platform on the PC, the Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch, and it has multiplayer. It has turn-based multiplayer. So let's say the three of us were in a match, one on one, because I think it's up to 4-player multiplayer.
That's nice.
Yeah, it sounds pretty kinky.
I could do my turn. I could turn off my console. I could go take a shower. I could come back. You guys will have done your turn. Turn on my console. Jump into the game. Oh, look, it's my turn again.
It's like the chess game.
Do my yeah, it's like Yahoo
AOL,
Chess.
yeah.
So I used to do Yahoo Chess. I used to have 50 chess games going. I'm going to do the same thing. It's super cool. I did they described it like this when the blog post released from Chucklefish. They said this is a game. This is a work of passion, right? This is like our love letter to gamers. Like, we love this style of game. This is what we want to bring, and it shows, man. I've just did the first 4 levels, basically just the tutorial in the campaign, and it's so good. It's so well thought out. The strategy is good. They have basically an economy in the game, so you're taking over townships. For each township that you take over, you get money, which then you can
pillage.
You can deploy 1 unit per fortress that you have in that game. You got Wargrooves. Wargrooves are your main character's special powers. They give you bonuses. Your different troops have different strengths, different weaknesses. They get different bonuses depending on what, like, if you're, for instance, the bow, you have a bow force. Oh, why can't I think of their name? Archers. There you go. If you have archers get a crit bonus if they don't move that turn. So if you have them sitting in the hills and enemy is in target, basically it's a one-shot kill that time. Just really cool stuff like that. Really strategic. I am loving it. The music. This is what surprised me the most. In these games, you can sometimes, I don't care about the music most of the time. This music is fantastic. I love it.
I'd argue that indie games have the best music anywhere. I would argue that.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right.
They're so good.
Yeah,
they're so good.
It was excellent. Anyways, I'm really excited. Like I said, it just launched literally this morning, but I'm really excited, especially for that multiplayer. McSpicy ordered it.
I already played it.
Oh, did you play it?
That's why we were late.
Oh, I don't know what.
I only had like 20 minutes to play, so I started the campaign.
Tutorial.
Yeah, and I beat the first one, and now I'm being taught some things by a princess.
By Emmerich.
By Emmerich, correct.
I picture him as the big black British dude.
Okay, yeah.
That was the accent I was giving him this morning. He's like a wizard. He's like floating crystals around him and stuff.
He looks pretty bad, eh?
Emmerich and Emerica.
Emerica is the princess, right?
Princess, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. What did you think, though? What was your impressions right off the bat?
Because
that first...
I don't know a lot about the game.
That very first level is super, super basic. Like, that's...
And you're
nothing.
an overpowered person.
Yeah, because everyone else is ones.
Yeah, you're destroying everybody. But no, so I'm on the tutorial phase. It's fun.
Yep.
I love the art style. I love the turn-based stuff kind of a thing. It's fun. I'm excited to play it.
Multiplayer is going to be a blast. The other thing, so I'm going to purchase this on my Switch so that I can just jump back and forth and play multiplayer.
See, what I wish, though...
Was it count bound? I don't know if it's count bound yet.
Kind of like a Minecraft or cross saves, right?
Yeah, yet.
That's the goal in life.
Yet to be determined.
Is that it? Like, do we know? Or
cross save is the key word you want to look at, because cross save means...
Cross save would be cool, because I could pick up on my Switch, jump on my Xbox.
Honestly, I'd rather have, and this is just my opinion, I'd rather have cross-save than cross-play. I'm fine, like, for example, this is not true, I mean, Fortnite does it all, but let's hypothetically say Fortnite came out, and they said, okay, sorry, only Switch can play with Switch, Xbox with Xbox, PC with PC, but you can still take your account anywhere you want. I would rather have that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because
See,
then I can.
That's difficult, though. I think there's a reason why it's not.
Well, you've got to have
Pretty
extra
common.
server space. You've got to save it in the cloud with them, right?
Exactly. Think about it, because our Xbox is like when I play on this box and then go upstairs, it's in Xbox's ecosystem cloud.
Yeah. They'd have to have their own separate server somewhere.
Correct. So they would have to. It would cost the company money because the saves would have to go to their servers just so it could be.
I just use Amazon's.
Well, valid point.
Um,
I think everybody does that anyways.
I'm just kidding.
What was
No,
I gonna-
well, that's what makes Fortnite so cool is that you have that ability.
could
You
do
know
it.
what I mean?
Well, Fortnite's bringing in $300 million.
Okay, that's a good point. I love the fact that I can buy a skin and level up 5 levels on my Xbox, and then when I need to go to the bathroom, bring in my Switch, and I just continue. I use that same.
No,
I
that
just
would be
continue,
cool.
You know what I mean?
And I don't know if that's the case. Maybe it is. It would be cool. It is play anywhere, but it's whether it's not, it's save anywhere.
Yeah,
is
and
the
that's
question.
what I like. The save anywhere.
But this is why I will also, ready for this, be purchasing it on my PC. It's only $20, so I figure that's the price of a full game. Might as well get it everywhere because it has a fully functional, and when you publish this, it publishes everywhere. You can create your own campaign with everything, with text, with music.
So
you
it's
have
like a game engine?
You have the same tools.
That's awesome.
Like RPG
yeah,
Maker.
Chucklefish has said this is the same tools we're giving you that we made the entire game with.
Wow,
I'm gonna make an XoneBros adventure and release it to the world.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, McSpicy.
What is your princess's name going to be?
Jordtheman?
Okay.
Oh man, you just set yourself up for that one. No, I don't know what my princess's name will be, dude. It's gonna be awesome though. But see that I want on the PC because that it's just easier, right? You could type, you can move your mouse, drag and drop. But I am seriously very excited to really dive into multiplayer this week with that game. One more thing that I want to talk about before we move on to the news.
Are we still talking about games we played? Because I played a new game this week that I really like.
Oh, tell me.
And I've seen it. It's been a preview game forever.
Sure.
Subnautica. Have you played that yet?
Oh, there's a guy at
No.
work that actually he played it on the PC. Then he bought a console and he rebought it on the console. Started playing again.
So it's been in preview for a couple of years, and it finally released this month. And okay, I'll give it a shot. I freaking love that game.
So
It is
I've seen it
so
everywhere,
good.
but I've never played it.
Isn't it No Man's Water, basically?
No Man's
Water.
No Man's Water.
No Man's Water.
No Man's Water with a great campaign. Like it's got
Oh,
a story.
okay, cool. Very
It's
cool, yeah.
really fun.
You like it then?
That's
I'm super addicted to that game.
So what makes it so good?
Well, let's say, what makes Minecraft good? You know, think of Minecraft where you have to slowly build up, slowly progress. The progression in this game is one of the best I've ever played.
Really?
Because it's so satisfying when you get to the next progress part. You know, you get the new piece, and then you can do this, and then you can do this, and then you can do this. As the story is progressing, it's so satisfying.
Can
to
you
play.
get eaten by monster fish?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
and it scares the crap out of you.
It's dark under there. You're going to depths no man has gone to.
They have different
Megalodon actually came from
behemoths.
that.
They have different behemoths. They have like the megalodon. They have all these where randomly it'll grab you and you're done. Like you're done.
You gotta hit the thrusters.
Yeah,
There's always a
gotta
bigger
go
fish.
change your pants after.
There's always a bigger fish though, huh?
That's
that-
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so good. You guys should just try it. It's such
Game
a good
Pass
game.
or,
no? I bought it. It's $20. I think
Huh?
$19.99.
$20.
Boom. There you
It
go.
is-
That's a sweet spot for me, 20.
I
It
love
makes
this
you buy
game.
it on 3 different consoles.
I just bought it on 3 different consoles. Sweet spot.
It is so good though because it's No Man's Sky in the ocean, but because you're a passenger that crashed. You were in a spaceship and it crashed into a planet, and so you're trying to survive on this random planet.
Sure.
And it's basically water world. You know.
Do you have web feet?
Well, I have flippers.
Do you drink your own
I
pee?
made my flippers.
Do you drink your own pee?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
You can eventually create a suit where
It
you
is
drink your own pee.
Waterworld.
You
It's
really can.
Waterworld.
And see, that's like what's so great about that because it's survival, so you have to worry about water and protein, and stuff like that. The eventual endgame suit is a suit where you can drink your own fluids.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's endgame suit stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, it is such a good game. You should just give it a shot.
jump on it.
Yeah, I love that game. Yeah,
Very
anyways.
cool.
That's my game.
So
I've been
last
playing
time
this
we
week.
spoke, last week, was
Oh.
day 1 of the Anthem VIP.
Oh, yeah.
In which there was issues. None of us could get in.
Could you play?
I was able to play briefly. However, we did play substantial amounts of Anthem last week. we unlocked our second javelins, and we were able to jump in fully. I want to get your thoughts on Anthem. Let's start with McSpicy. Anthem, more or less excited after having played the VIP? The beta.
I would say I was already at a tip-top level of excitement.
Sure.
I mean, I was at the private thing in E3, and I got to see things that I was really excited for, and I wish I took notes because it's hard to explain those things after, right?
Sure.
But this game is my jam. Just everything about it. It is so fun. I played the Storm. Well, you first start out with the Interceptor, right?
Oh,
Ranger.
no, the Ranger.
The Ranger, and then you could choose, and I chose the Storm. I just love you're floating around. You're a wizard Magneto, and your clothes, your outfit, you can customize it all, and you just feel so bad. You're like one Bamf. You're a big old Bamf, you know. And the Storm is all about DPS, which I love. I love range DPS in any fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards like Skyrim, I'm always either a ranger or a wizard, you know, kind of a thing. So I just love the range DPS characters, and it is so good. Oh, and how you fly around, and it's heavy. When you get hit, you get staggered, and it's the same noise when Iron Man gets hit with like a tank, and it goes tink, and it gets staggered. You know, it's just, and you can. It's almost like
heavy.
you can feel it in the controller almost, right?
Yeah.
This game is going to be my jam. I am so excited for it. There's been a lot of issues as far as glitches and stuff like that. So I think they should have called this a beta instead of a demo. But that aside, this game is it is so fun to play. Oh man, and they have all the customizing stuff, how the weapons work. I'm really excited for this game. It's February 22nd, right?
February 22nd.
That's a weekend off.
This weekend is the open beta. So if you're listening to this,
anybody can jump in.
Before the end of the weekend, it is open beta now.
Go play it. Yeah, and I love Storm is for crowds. You can destroy. Yeah, there are a lot of AoE. They're just there's combos where you have a combo starter. I don't know what the terms are, but you ignite it, and then other people can jump in and finish the combo with the other version of the combo, the finisher. Yeah. And it's like I was playing Guild Wars 2 again, where you would specifically create your team as a way to where you would just do massive amount of combo damage, and you can constantly change your character slots, your inventory slots, where it gives you different abilities. So, and those are all drops too. So it's a very loot heavy game. Mm-hmm. And the loot changes your abilities completely. I know that there's the arcane abilities they have is acid, fire, and I think ice is what it is.
Yeah.
And lightning, lightning is in there. Lightning does shield damage. Fire does yellow damage, and so you can build with your team a certain character before you go in to a raid or to a
that's
dungeon.
why what's cool is you have multiple javelins set up with multiple different abilities.
Acid, kinetics, explosive, lightning, fire, and ice. Thank you, Ronan. Oh, I'm so grateful for people that are good. But the fact that you can, it has that Monster Hunter vibe where you prep your team beforehand, then you go out and do it, and then you get all this loot, and you come back. And I got this.
Rinse and repeat.
And it's so fun. Yeah. That game is so fun.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I'm glad it lived up to your expectations.
It's my jam. It's going to be the game I play for a long time.
Now, just for those of you listening, this weekend's special because BioWare has said on Sunday, make sure you tune in. Make sure you're in the demo. They're going to show off and preview some things that they have planned for the future of this game. So I don't know if that's raids. I don't know if that's world events. I don't know what we're going to see.
There's a big event that's going to happen right before the demo closes.
So a big event. So make sure you're there. We'll be there. We will be there
tomorrow. Checking
it out.
Sunday.
It'll be Sunday.
It is so much fun.
Jordan, how about you? What are your thoughts? Did more excited, less excited? You agree with McSpicy?
No, I agree with McSpicy. I'm more excited. Despite all the issues it has, but what do you do? I'd rather have them now than later.
And the issues,
the
issues were primarily with loading up the game.
Yeah, it broke the entire EA infrastructure.
There's some sound bugs in there. There are some visual bugs that they'll just have to deal with.
Free roam didn't really work last week.
Yeah. So there are specific things. That's why I think it's a beta.
So keep in mind that was VIP mode. the community manager has come out and said, This is what we weren't expecting this. This happened. We feel that we've addressed most of these concerns for the open beta. And so far, I've not seen anything. The open beta is open as of right now, and I've not seen anything. It seems like it's running smoothly right now. Yeah,
there might still be a few things here and there that they'll iron out,
but definitely not the big infinite loading screen. Especially that was the bad one.
Yeah.
Fitzy in chat says, "Is the rubber banding fixed? That's what made me quit." Yes, it should be. That was the whatever line of code that screwed everyone up last week, so it should be fixed. So give it a shot again today. Yeah.
Boom. So Jordan.
No, I think it's. I agree. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be my new Destiny, right?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, Destiny is a really good game, and I'm excited to see what they do in the future now that they're kind of doing their own
independent
thing. But the setting.
They nailed it.
Yeah. The javelins.
Yeah.
The verticality. I mean, we swam underwater and out of waterfalls and
just the transition
up cliff poles
from jumping and landing down and crunching down like Iron Man lands in the first movie, and crunches down, and then how you jump up, double jump, and then turn into your flight mode. Oh, so
I'm
good.
I picked the Interceptor last week when I unlocked him, and I think that's who I'm starting with. He's a little bit. He doesn't have as much health as some of the other ones, but he's super quick. He can do a 3-dash dodge, and he's kind of a support character.
So is he like a disruptor, like get in, get out?
Yeah. I think the lady even says
the Genji.
Like, when you jump
Genji.
in, they're like, "Oh, this guy was designed to get in and out." Oh. So anyway,
he really is Genji.
Yeah. But yeah, he's really mobile and quick. But what I liked about him is he seems like a support style character because I was able to throw a mark on enemies, and when I put the mark on enemies, they took 33% more damage. So like people like the Storm
when
come
we were
in
playing together, we would
and like
melt people,
smash people, right? So can you imagine this? Like you as the tank, like making everybody face you because you have a taunt ability,
the taunt ability,
and then I can mark certain enemies, and then damage. Like
I'll
it's just,
rain in damage.
It's all. It's so cool. Oh, and Ronan mentioned this in chat, and I showed Mark. His ultimate is insane. It's basically die. The Intercept's ultimate.
It's basically die. What do you mean? Because I've not seen the Intercept's
As
ultimate.
in, he pulls out
Interceptor.
2 samurai swords and just kills people. And it's. I think they're actually gonna. I think they might nerf the time because you can go on for a long time.
Oh, really?
You just hold it down and you're just like
samurai guys on Pacific Rim.
Yeah. And you're just like it felt really long because even I was like, oh man, wow, this is really wow. I'm still doing it. So they might. I feel like they might adjust that a little bit for him.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play the Colossus or the Storm yet, but I really liked the Ranger.
Yeah. So this week, if you're a
the Interceptor's
if you're
my
a
favorite,
VIP, BioWare has said and EA that because there was issues during the VIP weekend, whether you were able to get in or not during the open beta, you will have VIP members will have access to all 4 Colossus.
I had access last weekend too.
Oh,
yeah,
did you?
so they unlocked it during last weekend.
Oh, very cool. So I had a chance to play the Colossus. I agree. I'm really excited for this game. In fact, so much so, I've been waiting for Black Desert Online to be my MMO. Like I've stayed away from MMOs. I need one MMO in my life. Black Desert Online was it. Anthem might be it. I don't. It's a toss up now. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
That's caused me to have confusing
Nice thing about
feelings.
Black Desert is you can actually level up while playing it.
That's true.
Just have your person walk back and forth.
That's true. No, I mean Black Desert Online I think will still be my MMO of choice, but Anthem is making me question.
Well,
things.
and what's so cool about Anthem is because of the javelin system, they've kind of like later down the line, like for Christmas, they can be like, oh, by the way, we're adding a new like you can add, essentially you're adding new classes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they come out with an expansion, so like taking World of Warcraft, for example, the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, it added a whole new class, the Death Knight, right, into the game. When you launch a new expansion, that can be an added feature, like a whole new javelin, right? Which is awesome. Because people wouldn't mind restarting because it's the Monster Hunter formula where you just go out,
Rinse and
do some
repeat.
stuff,
Yeah.
and come. I mean, it's just because,
dude, you could sign a contract. You could
Yeah.
Fortnite it. Sign a contract with Marvel and just bring in Iron Man.
yeah, that
The
might
mo-
be a skin.
That would be.
I have a question.
Do you
for
imagine
you guys,
like
though.
an actual
I don't
Mark
think
42 Iron Man suit?
I have a question for you. Me and my younger brother, I think he's actually in chat right now.
Oh yes, hi.
We were having a discussion because he said, "Hey, did you see that screenshot about Anthem?" And I just want your guys' opinion. There's going to be microtransactions, right? We knew that
Obviously.
was coming. They said that it
Just
is
cosmetic.
just cosmetic. But from what we were talking about and what it kind of seemed, I mean, maybe we're wrong, I don't know, but from what it seemed is a lot of people.
Screenshot
from the screenshot, a lot of people were complaining because one of the skins that you can buy was $20 cash, right? And they feel like that's a lot of money for this and stuff like that. And we were just kind of debating back and forth, like, well, I mean, $20 is a lot of money for a skin, but it's only cosmetics, so we're
and
you know
it's
what
your
I mean?
choice.
Like, it's, you know.
Yeah, here's the deal. So, like, let's take Fortnite. It's a free game. Maybe this is why it's so expensive. But their skins are so... I never thought I would buy skins in a game. Like, physical money, purchase a skin that has nothing to do with anything.
But how much are their skins?
$20.
They can
Are
be
they
$20
$20 too?
Yeah.
But that was a part of
John
our...
Wick was $20.
That
No,
was-
not John Wick. John
I didn't
Wick
know
was...
that.
But he was at the end. But all those skins... But see, what they do is they turn it into Disneyland dollars.
Yeah, so you
V-Bucks.
don't know you're playing.
So you don't know that you're spending $20. And yeah, John Wick wasn't $20. You had to buy the pass and then work for
But we talked about that in kind of our discussion, and the reason that's not so much of an issue because initially it's free. You've not paid $60.
Oh, the game is free.
The game is free, right?
So you justify
You've
buying
not
the
paid $60 plus another $20 for a skin, right?
Yeah.
But it kind of came down to like this is kind of my opinion on it. Like, hey, if that's the worst they do, cool.
But see,
you know what
here's-
I mean? Like, if it's just cosmetic, yeah, they overcharge for their cosmetics, but that's okay.
I don't
You
know if
what I mean?
$20 is overcharging. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Ronan in chat says no one is. He's saying, no one is forcing you to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want it, you can get it. But he says everything is also available
Yeah.
through a currency.
In that case,
the
I'm
game.
completely fine with it.
But and this is, I mean, it was a deep discussion. We should have recorded it and just played
Okay.
it.
That could be the
But
bonus
we talked
podcast.
about everything you can buy with the game. Now, do you think they're going to do it like? I mean, let's be
grind?
honest. Let's be honest. Overwatch. Honestly, I think Overwatch, and no one talks about this because they do it in a smart way. But Overwatch, I think, has the worst loot box system.
Agreed.
I
agree,
and
100%.
They basically bend you over and get your money.
But
Like,
you say thank you while
Grab
they're
your
doing it.
ankles.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I actually, so on my Overwatch account, I have hundreds of
Yeah.
unopened loot boxes just to stick it to the man.
And I love Overwatch. Yeah, no, I like Overwatch. I think
they're
it's
just
a
sitting
fantastic game. But their loot box system is a bend you over and get money system. Like it's, and the thing is they don't. I don't know if they just don't say anything about it, but no one complains about it. But I mean, it. So basically, going back to the thing, how much in-game currency will it cost to get that $20 skin? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that'll
Is
be
it
the
going to be like
Well-
a ridiculous, like, oh, you get like Overwatch? Oh yeah, you just spent $40. Here's 2 gold because you got duplicates. There you go. And then the skins are 1,000.
So
right?
here's
You know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
Here's
It's gonna
why
be something like that.
Here's why so far I don't think it's a concern because I think what Anthem has done, and I think it's very apparent in the way they've marketed the game. I think it's very apparent in what we played. Is I think they've looked at all these games that this kind of hybrid genre that's come up, whether it's Division, whether it's Destiny. Destiny is obviously kind of the standard that's been set. I think they've said, what have they done right? What have they done wrong? And it seems like so far Anthem is taking everything that's been done right. It has that Monster Hunter feel. It has the Destiny style. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Destiny
Cool.
destroys in style, just makes you feel cool. Anthem has that in spades. So I think right now, I mean, I think they'll balance it properly so that it won't be too grindy. It'll be a nice balance.
But that's
where you can earn or purchase whatever.
that's the
you'd like
worry
for
though.
the
I mean,
cosmetic.
EA doesn't have the best track record at balancing it.
they're probably the bottom of the chain when it comes to that. They're pretty,
I mean, I hope everything works out. I mean, Ronan brought up a good point in chat. He said you can use currency, in-game currency, in combination with the bot currency.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
cool.
maybe you only have to buy half and half, right? Which is cool. But basically, the whole discussion came up because we were basically talking about is the idea of the game to like Destiny. You feel cool when you have that cool armor. You feel
dude,
awesome,
so
right?
cool, yeah.
But technically, I mean, the way I kind of looked at it, I'm like, if you think about it, I mean, the game is more about getting that best loot, and then
it's getting the weapon.
Cosmetically is kind of attached to that. Does that make sense?
So-
Hey, I grinded hours and got this great gun,
Basically-
and it looks cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
basically like in Warcraft, one of the things Jordan loves is seeing people that has the armor, or Jordan having the armor where you can only get that by doing something extremely
Yeah, yeah,
difficult.
yeah.
And so when you see somebody with that armor set, you go, oh, damn.
That guy.
Dude, you were there.
Yeah, and so you when you go into a raid or a party, you automatically think he's the boss, like he's the leader.
You're in charge. He's in charge. He's got the
Yeah,
best
and
armor.
when
that
he's
helmet?
not, you're like, whoa, what's going? What do we do?
Anyway, so that's the kind of the talk. Like, is because of the nature of loot grinding games, I mean, the cosmetic is kind of attached to that, right? You grind for that gun, and it's got the best stats, and in addition to that, it looks cool, right? I mean, what you know?
Let's talk about Fortnite, because Fortnite is a hybrid of that. Mm-hmm. They have stuff you can buy. It changes every day, and the skins are amazing. You won't see a better skin game ever. John Wick, for example, but John Wick you had to earn, and so when you had to go to on the season pass, you had to get to rank 100.
So you had to earn the right to buy him.
Well, you buy the season pass for $8.
Okay.
And you had to grind through 100 levels. For example, whenever I play with my nephews and their friends hop on with us, right? They go, "Oh my gosh, you have John Wick, season 2, 100, 100 guy, right?" And then they go, "Oh man, this guy must be good."
You're in charge.
You're in charge. That everybody kind of parts.
So they have the ones you can buy, but they also have the ones that you earn. And I feel like that's a really good system.
The hybrid,
a working system.
Yeah.
Obviously, since they make 200, 300 million a month, right? So,
yeah. Well, and John O'Man and Ronan actually just mentioned this in the chat, and this is kind of what I hope for. But basically, my worry or concern, or like, I mean, I feel as if
I'm laughing at something.
You mean John Yick?
Because it's not John Wick. It's John. It's John Yick.
Yeah.
So the skin is called the Reaper.
I mean, when it comes down to it, if they overcharge for cosmetics, at the end of the day, it's just cosmetics, right? It's not going to affect me. But like Ronan and John O'Man said, this is kind of how the discussion came up. In Guild Wars, for example, they had multiple dungeons. You could only get certain armor by grinding those dungeons.
Correct.
But you could also pay for a cosmetic.
No.
Yeah, but that specific armor for that dungeon.
Yeah.
So dungeon A, you could not buy with real money. You had to grind it. You can go over here and buy this armor cosmetically, right? So that's what I'm wondering. Is there and that's what they just talked about in chat. I hope there's going to be a dungeon-specific or raid-specific loot that you could only get through that. You know what I mean?
They have to have... I mean, they've had time to see formulas like Guild Wars 2 or Fortnite where it's a hybrid system.
Yeah.
But I mean, you would think that, right?
But we're talking about EA.
Yeah, you know, I don't, because I like the games that EA puts out, right? I think they put out good games. You got Battlefield, you got the Madden series, FIFA series, right? Although they're kind of doing stuff too, but and then you got Anthem, right? I mean, I think they put out good games, but it's just it's the stuff they interweave in those games.
The
you know what I mean?
Like, the hybrid system is the best, I guess, the most effective system.
Sure.
Because it's got me to spend way more money than I would on the actual game. I've spent over $200 on Fortnite.
Well,
but anyway, after that huge discussion, the original question is: do you think if they overcharge for cosmetics, that would deter people from the game or diminish the game at all? If it's just a cosmetic store, and let's just throw it's $30 a cosmetic. You know what I mean? They just overcharge, right?
No, I don't think it would, because that's not the name of that game. Because they have to have reasons to go grind, and the reasons to go grind is to get good loot.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's if you don't have good loot,
doesn't matter how cool
you don't have
look.
a chance to get good loot as you grind, then the game's broken. So no, I don't think it'll break the game at all.
It's the only time it would break the game is if they added.
At the same time, when I'm floating around as a bad A freaking Magneto, and the suit that I was wearing, it's all blinged out with gold and white lining. I love that, man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was more impressed with that than gameplay, but the gameplay was fun.
So for you, would overcharging for cosmetics? And now like I said, let's say the store is only cosmetics, like you only get a power glove or a power gauntlet, right? It has nothing to do with statistics, only cosmetics. Would it kind of deter you if they were overpriced, or?
So I would say no, because I don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have.
You don't have to look cool.
Yeah, and if everyone does that, if everyone goes, it's too expensive, then they will drop their price. I mean, that's how markets work.
Yeah, I really don't think it's going to be an issue. I think it's an internet caused problem that really is not an issue.
What's sad is
I really think that.
What's sad is if it is overpriced, I feel like a lot of people will ding the game for that. And you know what I mean? And that's a shame, because
I think we're talking about something that doesn't even exist. Like,
it's a problem that's been invented.
It's a problem that's been invented because there's a screenshot that was on an old build that made it to Reddit, and people, because the game is being popular, you also have a lot of people that passionately hate the game and want to bring it down. And I think it's manufactured outrage.
Okay, I would agree with that too.
So it's EA.
and it's EA. I mean, reality. I mean, that's it. It's you throw those things together, and you got manufactured outrage. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I don't think it's a question. I think it will be fine.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, I will buy you a cosmetic piece.
A $40
A
cosmetic.
an overpriced cosmetic.
$40 would be overpriced.
Yes, I would buy you an overpriced cosmetic.
That'd
I
be
hope
awesome.
it's like $50 because I would that would be
If you could be like in a Thor outfit or an Iron Man suit or something. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Great discussion, guys. Let's move on to the news. Jordan, tell us what is happening in the world that is Xbox One this week.
well. Xbox broke.
It did break.
Like it just. It's not like.
And it broke. Ready for this? It broke the day I was home with sick children who were sleeping because they were sick all day.
That's what happened.
I know.
What was
the
funny
story.
is like, you know how we always joke about someone tripping over the cord, and like it wasn't like it just broke. Like it wasn't like a trip over the cord. The servers are down. It broke. Like you turned it on and the whole screen was black. Like it was just. Did you experience it at all?
Oh, sorry. Hold on, David. No, I didn't actually. I was lucky. I was lucky. I was working.
I mean, they eventually got it back up and everything, but basically you turn on your box and it was black, and you're like it was just a black dark screen. You know what I mean? Like
So
nothing
how does that happen?
I don't know. I think they woke up and they're like, someone made a call and said, "Hey, I think Xbox is broke," and they're like,
They like turned on their box and
huh. Like, how do you find that issue? Like, seriously, it just, you know how like when you're vacuuming and it just breaks, and you're like, I don't know what to do. Like you're flipping the switch.
We've
you're,
all
like,
experienced
You're trying
that.
different outlets, and you're like,
And
it's just broke. Like the belts works, you know, it's just broke.
the vacuum that you have is some off-name brand from like Croatia
Yeah.
that there's no YouTube videos how to fix
Yeah.
it, right? So
Did you hear our analogy? Yeah, that's what it felt like. I don't know what happened. And
Well,
I felt like that's, maybe their engineers were going through
Well,
that.
and
like,
then what happened to me?
Did you check that?
What happened to me is
why don't you just do a power cycle?
Well, what happened to me is I keep logging on just to check, and it never fixes itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just logging on real quick because I've got to take care of stuff. I'm like, okay, can I play? Nope. Okay, but I didn't read the screen, and the screen said just hard reset. And finally, 10 times later, I was like, oh, I'll just hard reset, and then it worked. I was so mad.
You just read the screen.
Just read the screen.
Yeah.
Read the words that come up on the
How
screen.
does that? How does that happen though? Where your box just goes it just turns black? I don't.
Well, that's what was so weird
what
about like
executable did they run?
usually someone trips over the cord and the servers go down, and then it says like, oh, the server's broke or
Yeah,
whatever.
but you
right?
can still get into your dashboard.
Yeah, but it just that's why I said it just
has a cursor start blinking. Good
like
morning, Mark.
the guys were just sitting there talking, and they looked at their screen and they're like, it broke.
Good morning, Dave.
Yeah. That's why I said like it's like when you're vacuuming and the vacuum breaks, like you turn it over and the belt's good, the bag's good, you're checking other plugs and you're flipping the switch and you just don't know what's going on.
Cortana took over.
Cortana.
Yeah, Cortana she invaded the system.
The AI is finally taking over.
But Microsoft AI went wild. They had to go run out and catch it and put it back in its...
Did they ever say what it was?
I don't think... I think they just power cycled something.
They just said they just left it alone.
Speaking of AI, did you guys watch the DeepMind stuff with with StarCraft?
Didn't it finally beat the players or something like that?
Oh, it
Or-
destroyed the pro players.
Really?
I actually think we're talking Terminator stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Is
Terminator.
it cheating? Like, it doesn't have to...
They limited it
Okay.
a lot. They did a lot of things. It's really fascinating to watch those games and what's going on and how the AI is thinking
Well, that's the way to train if you're a pro player.
to play the AI.
Play the AI,
Like
right?
Deep Mind.
I really think that Terminator got it wrong. The end game AI that's going to take over the world is going to be a gamer, because that is how they're training all these AI is with games. They originally did it with chess.
Like war games
Yeah, it's
with Matthew Broderick.
exactly like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's there.
And then you're going to have that guy like, just let it happen.
just
And everybody's like, but there's
super
nukes.
fascinating though. You should go and watch those VODs. I'm sure they're on YouTube. It's DeepMind.
Yeah.
And they put it against a pro player off race. So it was a Zerg player that played as Protoss to give it a shot, to limit kind of the pro player's ability, and it destroyed him.
What about the one the pro player played with his right hand?
Yeah, I'm not left-handed.
Yeah. What happened then?
So they brought in a actual Protoss player. Was it Mana? I can't remember. It was a Liquid player, and he lost 7 in a row. and it is super fascinating.
So this is why, because you know how like when you up the
Or 5 in a row.
you know how when you up the difficulties on games like StarCraft, you go harder, stuff like that, and it's not necessarily the AI. It's like their build time is cut in half. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's harder, right? Is this AI, the DeepMind, playing with the same rules that the players?
So they did things with like they gave it fog of war, so they couldn't see, right? How they had to do it is they had to allow it to see the whole map, but with fog of war. And they limited its
that would be
APM.
hard to tell a computer.
They limited its APM.
Yeah, because a computer can have unlimited
Yeah.
APM.
Yeah,
Like
so
a million.
they limited it down, and it would do the most bizarre things with the. It actually they did things.
Is it inventing new strats?
It did, and all the pro players are now doing it. It was funny because you're watching it, and the announcers are like, "Well, that's strange.
Why
Why is it doing this?"
I think they're going to
Why do
lose.
you send this guy over there?
I think your program's broken.
So they're like,
Why is he building a supply depot there?
Yeah, well, they oversaturated. StarCraft is a game where it's a lot about economy, and you can create these little these bot characters that mine your economy, so you can build, real powerful pieces of the game, right? Because
Sure.
it's like a chess game. So you're only allowed to have a limited amount on there, but it would oversaturate it, so it would build way more workers than you need. And that's strange because it's a waste of. You can only have so many.
It's diminished returns.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's diminished returns, and you can only have so much supply. It maxes out at 200, and those workers cost a supply, so your army is smaller. But what the theory is, you don't have to ever replace them if they get killed. So it was oversaturating. That's what the AI thought. It was oversaturating these bases.
Dude, that is exactly like Skynet. Like, kill the humans. Who cares, right? Just send them in. We got more.
So now the pro players are all doing that.
That's
Because
so
it's a
cool.
strategy. And this game's been around for 10, 20 years in Brood War. Brood War has been around forever. And that strategy has never come up in the pro level, and now they're all doing it.
Yeah.
Isn't that
That's
awesome?
So here's the thing. So John O'Man said in chat that Elon Musk made an AI for League of Legends, and no pro player has yet to beat it.
But I mean, so this is that's like you can crank up the APM and it can just crank it, right?
Sure.
They're trying to make it like an actual thinking AI.
Yeah.
And so they've limited it. And
Well, but here's the thing. Here's where I'm going with this. We know that in this next generation, xCloud is going to be a thing, and xCloud is going to be utilized for things like AI. So are we going to get the most difficult AI, NPCs, whatever that we've ever, the most realistic, the most the highest end of the highest end of
so
IQ
awesome.
gamers in our next generation
Because
consoles?
right now, bad guys in games are programmed a very specific way to do specific things. If then statements, et cetera, et cetera. But AI
Can adjust it on the fly.
adapting and changing on the fly. So probably yes, you're going to get some really hardcore difficulty.
I mean, that's
going
basically what StarCraft, what League of Legends, that's what they're demonstrating. That if you have something offloading an unlimited server, and I'm sure that technology is only going to improve. It's 2 years away, right? I mean, I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah,
we're going to get some crazy cool
games,
stuff.
like the AI would do some of the weirdest things. So certain characters. Oh, did I interrupt you? Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Certain characters are hard countered. It's like a chess match, right? It's if I make this character, then I could play this and counter them. The pro players would try to counter the AI, but like Skynet, they just don't care. And they just kept building because they had their economy cranked. They would just build the exact counter, the part that gets countered, and they would just wipe them out.
Wow.
It's fascinating.
That's
It's
really
super
interesting. That's really cool. So.
That is really cool. I think it's going to be cool to see what we get in this next console generation.
So anyway, our
right?
theory is
We get
Attach
stuff
it to
like that.
AI.
And here's the thing. Think about how good gaming is. Like your average gamer now, if you have that kind of AI in the background
Yeah.
that you're playing against, your average gamer in the future will be what your pro gamers were now.
Yeah.
And your pro gamers will be at this insane level that we've never seen before. That's so cool to think about.
Well, and the AI is creating different strategies.
Well, which if that's the case, 50-year-old me will be able to destroy 30-year-old me.
Well,
right?
That's been my theory for years. I'm going to be able to destroy myself.
So anyway, this came up because
Terminator.
this came up because we think our theory is Microsoft AI got loose and broke Xbox.
There we
and
go.
they had to round them up.
Yeah,
we go.
AI's
So-
taking over.
Yeah. Free play days. Excuse me.
This weekend.
Free play days this weekend. All non-Xbox Live Gold members, which, by the way, I wonder what that statistic is. I think it's more than I think because I was listening to Major Nelson's podcast, which, by the way, there's something that was said on there that I got to say because it's like...
With Phil Spencer?
It's true. Yeah. It's true power.
It's true power.
Yeah.
Well,
So anyway, well, I'll tell you. So, but he made a comment like... They made a comment saying something, but it made it seem like there's more non-gold members than you would think.
Oh, I'm sure there's a large. It's foreign to us because I've never owned an Xbox.
Because online is
minus
so,
the
you know.
Xbox One, where I've not had the OG Xbox for a time. But once that Xbox Live came out, I had Xbox Live since its existence. I've never not had it.
Well,
Well, more-
that's same with us.
More and
Same
more
with you.
games are multiplayer, and you need Xbox Live to
Yeah,
play.
I've just never not had it, so it's a foreign concept to me. But I'm sure quite a few people have, especially if you're coming over from the old PlayStation world where it was free, and this is your first Xbox around. Why should I pay for Xbox?
Or
if
the
you're,
Nintendo
or if you're not
world
playing
or-
multiplayer, there's no reason to have an Xbox Live unless you want
Yeah.
Game
I guess
Pass
you're
or
right,
Games with Gold or whatever whatever.
Because
You
you'll still
need
get
there.
all the downloads because you're online. But anyway, so free play days. Anybody that doesn't have gold membership can play any game they own from January 31st to February 3rd via Xbox Live. So Fortnite, whatever game you have, you can play for free because of the free play days, which is pretty cool. The one cool thing I wanted to tell you, so Phil Spencer was on Major Nelson's last podcast.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about games, and Phil Spencer recently got into Vermintide, right? And he's playing it, and he just casually mentioned like, "Oh yeah, I got a code for it because any game that's on Xbox, I get a code for."
Yeah.
And I was like, every game that is on Xbox, think of all the games that are on Xbox. He gets a code for every single one of them.
Yeah, that's cool. What's cooler?
No, that's power, man.
Well,
That's-
no. I thought what you were going to
I mean,
say.
can you
is-
imagine? Like, that was the cool. If I had that power.
I don't think that's that much power. What's power is, and I think he has this power. What's power is, I thought you were going to go this route. Like he was talking about Warhammer Vermintide, and he didn't like this one feature, so he called the developer and they changed it.
Now that's power.
That's power.
Yeah, but
Have
that
you seen
code
Conan?
thing-
Conan, like the old Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where James Earl Jones is like, "You want to see power?"
Oh, yeah, and he, like-
and he has that girl jump off the cliff.
Oh, yeah.
Now
I remember.
that's power. So Phil Spencer has.
Voluntarily killing yourself.
I thought you were going to go that route, where Phil Spencer had somebody jump off of a cliff.
No, I just thought that blew my mind. How many thousands of games are on Xbox? And he just casually, oh yeah, I got a code for all of them.
That's
That's cool.
That is cool.
And then it's funny to like when they're at their level, like when they talk about things, because it's like, oh my gosh. So they talked about like them going dark. And Major Nelson was like, "Oh, I know when you go dark, you're doing some deep stuff." He's playing games that aren't announced yet and all this different stuff. Yeah, it's like
He's got a special box. That's
basically, he's probably got like
Dev kit.
He's probably got like, you know how there's like the next Xbox, the
Skynet.
next Xbox?
He's got Skynet.
Yeah, you know how the next Xbox is coming out. He's probably got like 3 past that.
He's like, yeah, I played something that.
It's not even in like a box. He's just got things on the wall, just the most powerful stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway, I just thought that was cool. I want every code
that is cool.
to every game.
To every game, yeah.
Speaking of that, someone in chat just mentioned Crackdown, and Crackdown rumors are starting to float out, and everything I'm seeing in the rumor mill and hearing is that it's impressed, that it does not disappoint. So that's exciting because I've honestly, Crackdown. I don't know.
Well, there was hype
Well-
for it, and it's like fizzled a little bit, right? Because it's been so
because
long.
it's been so long, yeah.
Yeah.
But so now like people are getting to see the multiplayer in action. You're seeing stuff like what they've done in multiplayer. The technology that they're using is amazing. Like what's happening on screen is exactly what they're promising. Stuff like that is what you're starting to see trickle out. Let's hope that's real.
Well, that's
exciting.
That's funny because in that same bit, David, you just said it, but they just talked about Phil Spencer having the power that he changed Crackdown to feel more like one, and they talk about that in the podcast. He's like, this doesn't feel like Crackdown, so they changed it. So, but that's cool. Like, it's good that he's a
cool.
gamer because
That's what you need.
yeah, it's because he's making like, hey, this doesn't feel like Crackdown. How can we make it feel like Crackdown while progressing? You know what I
Philly
mean?
D.
So he did say he did also say he did also say that he tries not to do that a lot because he wants to let the developers.
No, you
got to
let
people
have,
let them
freedom.
do what they
Yeah,
want.
absolutely.
But he talks about game. But anyway, we talked about Anthem Open Demo. You can play it. Doesn't matter. You don't need any VIP. Just jump in, download it on whatever machine you want because it's open, so you can try it out on all different kinds of machines. Remember to play Sunday because that's when the big event's happening.
What time is that happening at?
I don't know.
Okay, so we just
right
have to
before
play
it ends is all I know. You just got to play all day. That's how they get you. So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Probably during the Super Bowl.
That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
That would be stupid.
That would be so.
Hey guys,
I'd be
watch
so
this.
mad.
Let's do it during
Maybe
the Super Bowl.
they take the
Maybe they'll do it during the halftime show.
Oh, okay. I'm on for that.
Can you imagine that news story? Halftime show, all-time low because everybody was playing Anthem.
Remember
event.
Celebrity Deathmatch? You tune over to that for halftime
Yeah, I
show?
love Celebrity Deathmatch. Yeah.
That was big. Maybe Anthem's just going to start that up.
Celebrity
But in game.
In game with Iron Man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe during the Super Bowl we'll get like Anthem commercials. Join us at halftime on Anthem now.
They do have
that
the
would
puppy
be
bowl
hil-
still.
That would be
cool.
hilarious. I would respect them for that.
So would I. That'd be the coolest way to market
Join
your
us at
game.
halftime.
Also the most expensive way to market your game.
But it would be awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, if they do that, you probably would get your $40 cosmetics. They'd have to make up that money.
Yeah, they would have to make that.
That's why it's there.
Yeah. So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Nightmare DLC now available on Xbox One. So this is Laura. So basically, new DLC for Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is pretty cool. Laura is forced to confront memories of her past. And her own dark side while navigating a twisted version of the Croft Manor.
She falls in a cave. Bats come after her. She becomes afraid of bats.
become Batman?
And eventually becomes Batgirl.
She is basically Bruce Wayne
She is. Yeah.
with different measurements.
That she is. One more thing that they talked about Phil Spencer in that podcast, for those of you who haven't had a chance to listen to it or to see the interview or to see the news about the interview, he said we had an option. Phil Spencer said we had an option of what do we do? We're going to be the only big console there at E3 this year. It's Sony's not going to be there. Do we go big or do we just take it easy this year?
Do we save some money? Like
do we save some money?
Or?
They're going big. There's going to be new IP announcements, new game announcements. He says we're going big. We're going to be at EA or E3 this year's E3 in a big way. I do think we get console. I think we get console announcement because the rumor is that consoles are planned for 2020 and that Xbox is working on two consoles. The Stream one, which we knew about. What was the name of the Stream one? I don't remember, but the big one was Anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You're dang right it was.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. E3 is going to be an exciting time, though.
Yeah. They also talked about they want to focus on their brand, the Xbox brand.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the brand is on fire. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This brand is on fire.
This brand is on fire.
Next we got Sea of Thieves. Cross-play will be optional between Xbox One and PC. So right now, it's just all cross-play and cross-save.
Oh.
Which I like. So the cross-play portion is, when you're playing on Xbox, you can play with people on PC. We've done it before. I've been on my PC on the Xbox, vice versa, right? Basically, they're just going to give you the option. If you don't feel like you want to play with PC players, you can play with just Xbox players.
It's basically keyboard and mouse versus controller.
Yeah,
is how it's coming down because of the new PvP arena.
Yeah, so they're basically saying, okay, well, it's your choice. Play with controllers only, play with keyboards only, or play with both. Basically, they said be free. And do what you want.
Sea of Thieves, they've been doing some good things, man.
Yeah.
Doing some good things. Really excited to see. Every day I'm like, do I jump back into Sea of Thieves? But then, Wargroove pops into my rearview mirror, and I've got to pull over and play it.
It's good you're pulling over to play
it's like a policeman. Sirens
Can you
go
get
off
a
when I've
switch
got to pull
dock
over.
for your windshield?
And then put the controllers
on
the
steering wheel.
And a click where they charge while you're, and then load up Mario
bad
Kart.
news. That's bad. That's a recipe for disaster.
Load up Mario Kart. Well, if there's a game where
And
you
then a suicide wheel right at the top so you can do those turns, but then get quickly back into the game.
Oh, man, I'm inventing that. It's gonna be awesome.
You're gonna get sued.
So so the crossplay
We talked about that,
so
Advance
crossplay for Advanced Wars, but this
No,
is interesting.
Wargroove, sorry.
Wargroove, yeah. Yeah.
got us.
Everybody's on board. Nintendo, PC, Xbox. Who is not joining the party? PlayStation.
I'm gonna guess Sony.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, it's because Sony has opened up quote unquote crossplay, but you have to apply through their system and then it has to be approved.
They
And it's
purposefully made it hard.
It's beta crossplay. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's kind of
As far as I know, there's
it's like a public relations move.
only 2 games that can
The
do it.
powerhouse,
Yeah.
Fortnite, which you
And-
were forced, and
and I
Rocket
believe
League.
Rocket League.
Which another powerhouse.
right?
Which it could do anyways, because remember, they
They
accidentally
flipped
flipped
the
the switch. Oops.
Whoa! Whoops!
If you're a developer like a Rocket League and you just do that, would Sony take you off their system?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you hold all. Okay, if you're Fortnite and you do that, would Sony take you off their system?
No.
Well, I mean,
I think you have it's basically what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, right? Like, I mean, that's the fight you're waiting for. Like,
What do you think would happen? Theorize.
I
here.
mean, it hurts both platforms, right? It would hurt Fortnite because they would lose out on all the PlayStation, and it
But
hurts
I-
PlayStation because then people would
but
jump
I
over to
think
Fortnite.
it hurts PlayStation more. Fortnite. People
I-
want to play.
I mean, that's
kids that want to play Fortnite are going to play it wherever it's available.
Well, you'd get the other consoles basically like, you want to play Fortnite, play it here. You know what I mean?
And you got to think, if you're PlayStation, you want those young players. Because what's the average age on Fortnite? It's got to be 12.
But PlayStation is technically still in the lead with console sales, right? So to Fortnite's benefit, you want to be where a lot
yeah,
of
but
people are.
PlayStation wants to lock up those young gamers for future gamers. It's like cigarettes.
Dude,
You
I
get 'em
really
early,
think it's when an
you get 'em
unstoppable
addicted
force meets an immovable object. Like, it's
I
a
would
fight
love-
you want to watch.
I would love to see that battle. It's like,
but the fallout is going to destroy everything around it.
like, that's
That's what scares me. It's even stressing me out thinking about it.
mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I have no idea. Because who blinks first? It's a game of chicken.
with 2 major.
Really
Well,
big tractors from
here's
Footloose.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because Sony's at a little bit of a PR disadvantage. Well, I think they probably are. They're a bigger powerhouse. Obviously, I mean that's just one arm of their
Fortnite-
division.
Fortnite's PR is they just get people to dance around.
Yeah,
That's like-
Fortnite would have like anti-PlayStation skins or something.
Oh, so you're
Like,
saying
and they would mock
they'll
them.
play dirty.
They would mock them.
Well, didn't
yeah,
they do it before? They were like, "Oh, we can do crossplay." They won't let us, and they just like pointed over there, like. And then they made it worse when they're like, "Yeah, we're releasing it, but they won't want it on their system." And they seriously just pointed. It's like you're all on the playground, and they're like, "That kid's causing it."
That kid stole the ball.
It's a game of chicken.
And then
The
Sony's
only way
over there
Sony
like,
survives is just like in Footloose if the shoelaces get caught on the accelerator.
Honestly, okay, when this whole
I think
situation
Fortnite wins it.
when this situation happened, because that's basically what happened. Fortnite was like, "Oh, by the way, everybody can play with each other except for them," and then like that's
And then
basically what they
everybody-
said.
That was the beginning of
And
the
I-
Sony hate.
Honestly, I felt bad for Sony because they're just sitting there coming to work and they're just like,
guys, what?
it's like that kid. He's just like, I just picked up the
Guys, this
basketball.
is this is the rules of the game. This is how we've always played.
That's exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Changing the
I
rules.
think- I
Changing
think-
the rules.
You can now use both hands to dribble.
You're the new flashy kid with the long hair. Changing the rules here.
I really
Well,
think when
Fortnite
that
is-
I really think when that happened, PlayStation kind of was like,
That's
Whoa.
really they're
Like-
like you got Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony on the playground, and they've played the same game how they played it all this time.
All this time, yeah.
Fortnite just this new kid in town
Comes
comes
in.
in and just I don't like those rules. These are my rules where I come from.
And
And-
Nintendo, Microsoft.
I'm like, okay, let's do it.
yeah, okay, sure, let's do it. And so he's like, no, these are the rules. And then the new kid is just like, that guy can't play with us. Off the team.
I really think when they did that, like Sony was caught off guard. Like I felt bad for them because it was like, what? Like they just woke up one morning and they looked at the internet and they're like, who missed that?
We're taking that guy's ball. You stayed on the sideline.
You're done. Give me your lunch money.
Oh, that's funny. That'd be a good cartoon. I wish I could animate.
Dude,
stuff.
maybe Sony was like trying to do something to help, and then Fortnite just pointed and said that guy.
Yeah, Fortnite's like the bad guy here.
Yeah, like,
they
I mean-
they bullied PlayStation into playing by their
they
rules.
They did. Well, and that's what, and
they
they
totally did.
And the thing is like they were just being honest. Like they weren't bashing them. They're like, oh no, everybody can play except those guys. Like they weren't.
like picking teams. Microsoft, Nintendo, PC.
I choose you, but you guys suck.
Ah, Sony, you can't play.
Yeah, it was just,
We liked you, but
and then Sony's like the CEO's like scrambling to work. Like, guys, what are we doing, right? Like, and then like they came out with their statement. That's when I really felt bad for them because they came out with their statement. which was basically, hey, we need to protect our platform.
No,
and everybody
their
was
sta-
like,
no, their
oh
statement
yeah,
was-
but the most family-friendly console. In
No,
the
their
world.
statement was we need to protect children.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But
Well, yeah,
Nintendo
that's
was
like,
all
what do we say?
in.
Talk about children, protect children. And they just threw it
no
out
one
there.
gets mad at children.
Just throw it out there. Trust me, it'll
and
be
then,
fine.
and then the internet exploded because they're like, oh yeah, Nintendo, who like,
So they basically
Yeah.
held up a kid in front
He held up a child in front of them.
a movie train.
They're like, oh, this will work.
They used it
They'll
as a
stop.
shield.
This'll-
and then Fortnite like held up a choir of kids and said that guy still can't play with us.
Yeah.
Like it was just, oh man, it was insane. Anyway, moving on.
New games for gold.
Yeah, February. All right, we got some good ones. Bomberman. I don't know if you ever
Boom.
played Bomberman, but that's a good game.
Xbox One.
Xbox One, February 16th to March 15th will be Bomberman on Xbox One. And then we got, I can't even read that, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon
Ooh.
from February 1st to the 28th on Xbox One, and some good 360 ones for the backward compatibility. February 1st to the 15th, you got Assassin's Creed Rogue. Very interesting. And from the 16th to the 28th, you got Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy for the original
Boom,
Xbox.
Jedi
From
Knight.
the original Xbox. Very cool.
Very good stuff. Dr. Teeth in chat, just back to the Fortnite says it's the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
yeah.
It's true.
Didn't someone put in
Hashtag
chat
truth.
earlier, they like something billion per year, you can do whatever you want?
Yeah, 2.5 billion is what Fortnite brought in.
Yeah, last year.
Oh man, what would you do if we made 2.5 billion in 1 year? What'd you do?
I would say that kid can't play with us. And just see if you can rock the boat.
Yeah. With that much money, like you can't be touched. You'd be walking through the gym, big old buff guy, and you'd smack his drink out of his hands, keep walking. Like you can
just
do
like-
whatever you want. He's
He's just looking at you like, what? Well, why did you do that? You just keep walking past, and people are like,
He's like
"You
lifting
can't-
weights, puts him down, you grab him.
You can't touch him. He's like, but he's smaller than me. But he's got
2.5 billion.
Oh, man.
That's funny.
That is funny. That's funny stuff, man. 2.5 billion
In a year.
in a year. I don't know what I would do with
I
that.
would probably buy.
Dude, I'd buy a sports team.
I'd buy a mountain. I've always wanted a mountain.
I'd buy a sports team.
See that mountain? It's mine.
Yeah, I've always wanted a mountain.
Just a mountain.
Yeah, because then you could do stuff on that mountain, whatever you wanted.
I'll take a lake. I'll buy a lake
The lake would be cool.
adjacent to your mountain.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd get a bass pond.
I actually, my mountains fuels your lake with my water.
Oh yeah, there we go. I see that. I like that.
Yeah, I've always wanted a mountain because you can do lots of cool stuff. You build a house there.
Dude, you know what I would make? A gaming retreat center.
You can rock
So like
climb.
people they go away for like there's like these $4,000 retreats that you go to. Everything's provided for you.
flying a helicopter.
Everything's provided for you. All inclusive resort. I would make a gaming retreat. Like life getting you down, too stressful. Come to us for 1 week. All your meals are provided for you. You just game. That's it. Knock out what games you want to beat this week. Okay, you're gonna knock them all out.
And you could surround that mountain with a fence.
And while
A
you're
wall.
and while you're gaming,
And I'm gonna call my country. I'm gonna make a country.
and while
Mountain
you're,
country.
while you're gaming, a pretty lady or a pretty man, whatever floats your boat, is massaging your shoulders while gaming.
Actually, you know what I'd do? Going
Oh.
along with the mountain thing.
Or laying down. You know how it has like the face thing on a massage chair, and your arms are underneath with a controller, and there's a TV down. Like,
No, the controllers are gonna be like half and half, like a switch, and they'll just be down by your sides.
like everything you do at this resort, you play games. So you can go get your haircut. You're playing video games. You go to the restaurant, like ESPN Zone, the Zone, ESPN Zone. You're playing video games. They have TVs everywhere. You've got video games everywhere. Everywhere you
cool.
go, it's
See,
everything you do.
That's something you can do on a mountain. That's why a mountain's so crucial.
I would make Jordan Rushmore.
Jordan Rushmore. Oh, we
I would
could
just
do
put-
like the Bros Rushmore.
I would just put my
Oh,
face
yeah,
on a
that'd be cool.
mountain.
For 2.5 billion. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, we could make ours bigger than
And
Mount
that's just
Rushmore.
2018. I
Dr.
mean, what are you
Teeth's
gonna do
got a
in
great
2009?
idea. Twist the water slide from my bedroom to the pool. Yes.
What if the pool was in your bedroom?
No, the pool is one giant screen, and the VIPs get to play video games looking down at the pool or something. I don't know. Something crazy.
A drinking fountain with chocolate milk. Yoo-hoo. That's what I would do too.
Oh, drinking chocolate.
Because remember Mr. Deeds? That's a
Oh,
great
yeah,
idea. He
that
has
is
the
Mr. Deeds.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
On a mountain.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, Inside Xbox is coming
It's
back.
back,
February 5th, they're going to have an Inside Xbox, and we're going to learn a lot more about Crackdown 3 because that comes out February 15th. Also,
I want to be rich.
I know that.
You just made me want to be
I do
rich.
this sometimes. I just sit and daydream at work usually. I'm just like,
I really.
What if I had-
Why am I not rich? I want to be rich now.
Yeah.
That's life's. That sucks.
Did
that
ya?
I don't have 2.5
I'm sure it
billion.
doesn't make you happy, but it sure helps.
I'm sure it does make you happy.
Man.
Oh man.
In addition to Crackdown,
Okay, thanks, Jordan.
I would give 100 people $100 million. I still have a ton of money left.
Wow.
so in addition to Crackdown being
That would-
probably the main focus,
That would really help the economy if you think of it that way.
Or would destroy it because inflation would skyrocket.
No,
like if everybody
you'd have
has
to-
if everybody has $1 million, $1 million is worth nothing. I mean,
well,
like,
you got to make sure that
if you
give
what
it
if
to 100
everybody-
people, make sure 100 people don't have anything. Then you'll be fine.
because if
but
you get,
if everybody has $1 million and you have $1 billion,
no, but if everybody has $1 million, a loaf of bread is going to cost 100,000.
but you have $1 billion, so you're still better than most people.
This is true. It's not about how much the other person has. It's about how much better you are than that other person. I like the way you think.
Economy 101.
That's why your City Skylines does so well. It's not about how much money those people have. It's how much better you are than
Yeah,
those people.
no, think about it. If you want to, dude, the driving force of like good stuff is being better than the other guy. Like, hey, that sucks. I'm gonna do it better.
That's true. That's how the world works.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
For example, Sony came out with a superior console, so Xbox said, "Okay, suck it. We're gonna make the world's most powerful console." And what happened?
And we'll go crossplay.
And we'll go crossplay.
Fortnite, come here.
Yeah.
Whispers
Look where
in
we're
your ear,
at now.
Make them not do it.
Don't let them play.
We'll give you $1 billion under the table if you don't do that.
And if you do let them play, make it weird.
Make it weird. See what I mean?
Because that's what they did. Because they technically could play, but their account was all messed up.
The world revolves around making
Being
other
better
people
than
look
someone.
bad. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I see.
That's how the world
That's
works.
the basic fundamental of video games.
In my society, that's how we will teach. That's what we will teach.
On my mountain.
Okay,
On my mountain.
So we don't want Jordan to get $2.5 billion because he'll destroy the world.
Inside Xbox will be back next Tuesday, February 5th. So they're going to talk a lot about Crackdown because that's the big game coming out this month on February 15th. Also, we're going to get Mortal Kombat 11. So excited for that. Division 2, Sea of Thieves, Astroneer, Journey to the Salvage Planet, Jump Force, Metro Exodus, and of course some Game Pass stuff. So.
Jump Force. Metro Exodus. Oh my goodness, there's so many good games.
All right, guys, prepare to be
But
turned
Metro,
on.
did you hear that Metro is only being released on Epic Games now? The
Yeah.
launcher?
Yeah, for
that was
PC.
actually a big deal this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Epic Games.
They did the same thing to Steam that they did to PlayStation.
The PlayStation. Nope, you guys can't have it.
Yeah,
we got them. Epic is not,
So have you downloaded the Epic Games launcher? at all?
not yet. No. Well, no,
yeah,
I do
have
because
it,
I have
yeah.
Fortnite on my PC. Yeah, I do have
Oh,
it.
Is it good?
Well,
yeah, Unreal Engines. in
Like
there.
as good as like the Steam store, or like is it?
There's missing features like the workshop and stuff like that for pre-releases and
well,
certain
I think
things.
technically the workshop is
The
Unreal
Unreal Engine.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're jumping in a big way.
It's-
They want a piece of that Steam. I mean, they've got a couple exclusives to the Division
Well,
for PC.
$2
The
billion.
Division is there.
Metro's
and
there?
Metro was done dirty.
They're totally like
Metro was like last minute.
PlayStation,
Hey, this game comes out in a week. Guess what, guys? We're now exclusively with Epic.
Dude, it's so funny. It was way dirty.
Yeah.
And what did Steam say? They were like, that was kind of a dick move. That was what their statement was.
Steve came out as a statement on the Metro store page, like where you would buy it. So you still get it if you bought it on Steam. But they came out with the page and be like, we think this is unfair to the Steam customers.
Yeah, they totally said it was a dick move.
Yeah.
But what's funny
But
is
what's even
they-
funnier is Epic rubbed it in because
They don't care.
because it was $60 on Steam. It's only $50 on Epic. Fortnite's bullies. Epic is bullies.
Yeah, but they're a good kind of bully.
Well, a bully is good when the bully challenges the only game in town, right?
Yeah.
So they
That's-
challenged him.
That's and I'll be honest, I do think Steam needs a legit competitor on the PC.
Oh yeah, for sure. And obviously it's working. Well, even just obviously it's working. I mean, we get it for cheaper now.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
That's so funny because they're like, well, like you said, Steam was basically like, hey, you guys are douches, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, $50.
Bazinga.
Now refund all your right. That's
Oh yeah,
but
and Epic changed their refund policy to match Steam's.
Yeah. That's
they basically
way-
went to another playground and said, not playing with you.
This is
But
our
they did
court.
that right when the game started. Like the kid was already getting ready to play.
And
You're out.
And they took the basketball. Basketball's only on our court now.
Oh man.
Okay, moving on. Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, yeah.
RPG. It's
Oh, yeah.
dropping.
So, Dragon Ball Project Z was revealed this week, and basically it's awesome. The trailer is like the coolest thing I've ever seen
It's
in my
just
life.
fight scenes. Amazing fight scenes.
And Goku walking.
Yeah, like he goes through the island.
Yeah, like just
Master
walking.
Roshi's hut.
See, that
Yeah.
sounds like
So-
it's not cool, but Goku walking is pretty cool.
Goku walking is awesome.
So basically, it's going to tell the story of Dragon Ball Z from what it sounds like, right? It is not released, and it's not a proper title yet, but it is slated for 2019, coming out on the Xbox, the PC, and the PlayStation, and all that good stuff. But it is a Dragon Ball RPG, Dragon Ball Z RPG.
Which we've missed. We haven't had one yet.
Yeah,
We just
it's
fighting
been
games.
fighters. Yeah, so this is very exciting.
This news is actually why I've jumped back in to the OG Dragon Ball. Also, the fact that my daughter is old enough; she's 2 now, and she's like Dragon Ball, so I can watch a show with her that doesn't maybe want to blow my brains out, and I'm learning something.
When you get to Dragon Ball Z,
No, dude, you don't even know. You don't even know where Master Roshi came from.
Hold on.
Guess what?
Question.
I do.
So the
What?
Dragon Ball Z
I know where Master Roshi came from. Do you?
Well, no.
How did
Well,
Master Roshi become
probably
Master
a
Roshi?
brothel? Honestly, have you seen that guy?
Nope. I'm on the episode right now. Season 3, episode 1.
Did he grow up in a house of?
I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a totem pole and a dead Indian.
That makes sense.
This sounds like the beginning of a terrible joke.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, I got a totem pole.
Dude, I got to make it through all the OG Dragon Balls so that I know. So what's after though? Because you have Funimation, and there's so many. There's Dragon Ball Super. Is that next? Like what's in chronological
that's
order?
all new stuff. Dragon Ball Z is next.
Okay, so I go Dragon Ball, OG Dragon Ball, which I'm almost done because there's only 5 seasons.
I mean, you can
want to say.
Wikipedia it.
No, don't Wikipedia that now.
Okay.
No, nobody cares.
I'm doing it.
Obviously, you care.
No, but I'm going Dragon Ball OG, then I'll jump into Dragon Ball Z.
So here's a
I
question.
got to know the backstory
So
to Goku and his friends.
the Dragon Ball Z comics. It's like you can see the little
Oh, sorry. There's Dragon Ball.
the kids are naked in it.
Oh, yeah, no, Dragon Ball. Oh, yeah. So let me preface this before you judge me with my 2-year-old watching the OG Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because I'm just like, whoa.
The first season is where the majority of that happens. So we're on season 3 now. No, we monitor closely. Nothing has happened. Yeah, because when Goku's naked, Goku is naked.
Hey, he's a powerful Super Saiyan.
Actually,
And
He
he's not
doesn't-
even in his final form
Does
yet.
he? Okay, I do have a question for you because I don't know. In Dragon Ball, does he know that he's a Saiyan?
no, he doesn't understand because he forgets.
Okay, interesting. So anyway, so I apologize. I was wrong. It's Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball movies,
Oh yeah,
then
no,
Dragon Ball Z.
No, so on Funimation though, that's how they have it. They have it so you know how you have like Dragon Ball and it has all your seasons, and it has after like season 5, it's just movies. So we're gonna go through the movies
I
and then
want to tell you
Dragon Ball
something
Z.
because you have a son now.
And Dragon Ball
me tell you
Broly, I hear is excellent. The movie that just dropped.
Let me tell you something because you have a son now. There's a moment in Dragon Ball Z, like a father-son moment during a really critical fight.
Touches you, huh?
Oh, it's very much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right in
That
the right
scene
place.
is why I had a son first. Just so you know.
Decided.
I just
Changed
decided
your
right there. I said, nah, it
Changed
needs
your
to happen.
genetic.
That needs to happen in my
needs to-
life.
Just focused it.
Spoiler alert: it's a cell fight. It's awesome.
Oh, dude, Dragon Ball. Have you watched the OG Dragon Ball?
No.
It's pretty good. It drags a little bit, but season 3.
Then
is
they
really
throw in the nudity and kind of get your attention back, and then they.
No, number one.
creepy old guy.
No, I'd say
smelling
that guy's actually hilarious.
I'd say season 3 or season 1, excellent. Season 2 drags.
Isn't season 1 with the nudity?
Season 3 started.
the nudity of the kid.
Season 3 started out really strong.
How many seasons are there?
5, I think.
All right, you're almost to Z.
I mean, each season has like 50 episodes though. So
But
Yeah.
how long are the episodes?
20 minutes.
Oh.
It's not
the
bad.
thing is, like, there's probably like 40 filler episodes, and then there's 10 that actually mean something,
Yeah.
right?
But
That's
anyways,
usually how it goes.
Dragon Ball Z RPG game coming. Well, it's Dragon Ball Project Z.
Yeah, there's
is
no
what it's called.
proper title right
Yeah.
now. But it's gonna be a good. I just want to. I mean, it looks awesome.
It's a good time. That brings us to the last segment of our show. Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we do this.
This is the segment where we take your questions. This is the mailbag segment. To submit a question to the mailbag, head over to Patreon. Each and every single week, you can submit a question. A post goes up there. All you need to do is subscribe to our mailbag tier, and you get it.
I just saw one of the best gamer tags or usernames I've ever seen.
What is that?
What up, my glipglops?
Oh, yeah. What up, my glip-glops?
That's hilarious.
What up, my
That also
glipglops?
puts in perspective what you guys were talking about the other week.
What is that?
You guys were talking about Glipglops.
Oh,
Yeah, he was there.
Sorry, I just really like it all
Just
just hit me at once. It
way to
kinda
derail the
took
conversation.
2 weeks for that to go through my head.
first question.
That's okay.
Comes from the one and only Red Nonas. Red Nonas says, "Hey bros, seeing the detail in Anthem's verticality is making me think about how BioWare is trying to create a visually beautiful world in the vertical direction. Are you impressed with this aspect of Anthem? And what other game do you think is the benchmark for this type of world?" That's a fantastic question.
Benchmark meaning what?
Set like the standard. What's
The standard of the type of game
of this type
visually or
this type of world, like a more vertical world. First of all, I'd say I'm very impressed with the world in Anthem. I really like the verticality in it.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of options in battle when you're fighting different bosses. Like what was the one boss that we fought that took us forever when we were all rangers? And we were jumping on cliffs.
Oh, the crab people.
The crab people boss with the big crab people monster.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it was a good fight.
That was a good fight. But the verticality changes things up, changes your strategy, how you do stuff. Super fascinating. So number one, I love that aspect of Anthem. But what other game has set the benchmark for this type of world? That's a really good question. Any vertical
I mean,
worlds?
I don't know. I kind of, when I think of games, like I think of like the engines they run on, right?
Sure.
There's superior game engines and there's not as superior game engines. Frostbite is, I think, one of the superior engines, right?
And this game uses
Frostbite.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you're able to get the beautiful visuals. I mean, obviously, verticality you can do in anything, but I mean, the visuals alone, Frostbite just, they dominate at what they do, right?
Yeah.
Another engine would be the Rage engine, the new one, which would
Looks
be
fantastic.
from Rockstar,
Yeah.
right? I mean, how pretty does that game?
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
they are the king of open world, right? So
As far as verticality, like
I have an idea.
Oh, you have one? Go ahead.
Did you mention Spider-Man, the one that was just out on?
Oh,
yeah,
great.
with from Insomniac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just the nature of Spider-Man swinging around the city. I know it's not it's not a jungle arena kind of
It's
thing.
the urban jungle.
It really is. It's the urban jungle. But that verticality is very cool too. And I just like swinging as Spider-Man. This, I think, takes it to the next level. It's not just square buildings that are tall, or skyscrapers. It's terrain you have to figure out, you have to find, and it's way more exploratory than Spider-Man.
It feels organic in the fact that like the pond and the lake feels like it should be there. Like it's not like you know what I mean? And that's just map design, right?
Yeah,
Your
Fitzy
talent
in
map
chat
design.
says Dishonored was good with vertical gameplay.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
think another one right along those lines, Assassin's Creed, has really good vertical gameplay elements to it as well.
Yeah.
not as extreme. I think this is the first game to really take it to the next level because you can fly.
Yeah.
Jordan,
I think Titanfall brought in the
Titanfall,
first kind of vertical.
yeah,
it
I agree.
added
With
that
your wall running.
Yeah, wall running. I mean, it added that extra layer. I don't know if you want to say full vertical, but I mean,
Yeah.
it added that extra layer of movement and.
no, that's a really
I
good
remember
point.
seeing a documentary with Jeff Kaplan in it talking about Overwatch when they were developing it and how they had to change maps according, because there's a character in there called Farah that she can fly and she has rockets, right? And they had to balance maps according to her verticality because, I mean, basically what happened was somebody came up and said, hey, we want a character that can fly and shoot rockets. And the developing team was like, "Oh crap!
It changes everything.
How do we change the
They're
map?
like
so
6
it's not
maps in, and they're
overpowered?"
like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. So it changes. It actually, you have to look. It's probably way more difficult to do a map like this, so open, so broad, and have it be balanced.
Well, how you have to think about.
Yeah.
One that we have not had a chance to play yet because it's not yet out, but looks like it's trying to do something similar, but not only has verticality and urban jungles, but full destruction is Crackdown.
Yeah.
That looks like it's trying to do something similar, and we'll see how that goes. But
Well, full destruction in multiplayer. Right?
multiplayer, yeah. And so that'll be interesting, and that throws a whole other wrench into the game too, right? Into the balance and how you do it. And map
How do you
design-
balance a map that can be fully leveled? I think you run into a bad company situation, which, by the way, we should get back to those situations.
I agree 100%. That some of the funnest times was Bad Company.
Well,
and Bad
maybe
Company
that will
2.
be Crackdown. Crackdown will be
Oh,
that.
that would be so awesome.
Yeah.
Where in a golf
Well,
cart.
because I
Crackdown in a golf
get
cart.
like
I mean, it's coming on Game Pass, so we'll all have it.
I understand like the later battlefields, like, hey, you can't fully destroy this because it deals with balance. But I mean, when we took out that entire golf course,
Dr. Teeth also
That's
says
one of the greatest moments of my life.
Dr. Teeth also says that Arkham games were good with verticality.
Very
that's
true.
a really good
Oh,
point.
that's right, yeah.
That's a great point. Great question. Thank you very much, Radnona's. Next question comes in from Omonstro. Omonstro says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So my question is, in a world where branding is so important to make a memorable impression on consumers, can you guys name examples of games where the whole package was perfect for you? Games where the logo, game trailers, visual marketing were amazing pieces of art that really mirrored how good the game actually was. Also examples where the game wasn't as good as its visual marketing made us think it would be. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great week, Gaming Monster." That is a fantastic question as well. Mm-hmm. A game where the full package from trailers to cover to game art, in-game, everything just blew you away. Is there a game that jumps out at you? Let's start with Mr. McSpicy.
The one that I can think of on the top of my head is Overwatch. And when they came out with their game, they launched... they
dropped those story trailers
2 years before the game. They launched, I think it was 2 years. They launched the Tracer, Winston. You got to see Reaper and
Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy with his broken arm, right? And it looked like a Pixar movie. It was just awesome. And when then closer to the beta and then launch, you got other shorts, Pixar shorts that came out that Blizzard made, and it got you really excited about the game. And then you see the Overwatch logo, which I love the Overwatch logo.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a lot of cool things, but I would say that one I think delivered the full package for me.
The full package,
because it's just a multiplayer game, but they make their lore into their advertisements for the game. The mini short, cinematics. That's their story that you can learn more about the game, right?
Yeah.
So,
do you have an example of one that looked good, great artwork, great trailers, but then the game was just not up to snuff?
But I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to.
The B word.
The B word. The B word. Brink. It's not my favorite game, and it looked really good.
That's Bethesda too.
Yeah,
they published, right? They didn't
still they published lots of games that are really good.
They published crap.
Yeah,
in that game.
It was. It looked really good, and
they've also published Wolfenstein.
Yeah. I was just saying that one.
They learned from it. They learned
from that one.
The game that shall not be named. I'll talk about it. Brink. Even the trailers in it, it's a pretty game. It's a real pretty game.
Mm-hmm. Examples of great games that were just beautiful from the covers and down in chat. Black Knight says Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that's right on. Mass Effect 1, and everybody agrees Mass Effect 1. Yeah, I remember that artwork on the cover for Mass Effect 1.
Oh, and that was like, you were blown away by that.
Yeah.
Well, and then Mass Effect 2 just took it to the next level. Yeah, I mean, can they really top Mass Effect 1? And they did, which is awesome to be,
behold,
yeah. And those games look so pretty. Yeah.
Jordan, anything that did that for you? A game?
Had two that stuck out. I mean, I can use the whole Kingdom Hearts one, but I'll not use that one. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3.
You've got mom goggles on for that.
Yeah. So I can't use it. But one game that I like. If we're talking like logos and like everything from the announcement all the way through the game, that just made me all giddy.
Yeah.
Dragon Age Origins.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember the first trailer I saw was when the dude was like, "This is what it's like to be awarded," and then it just went into this hardcore rock music, and he started murdering people. And what was really cool is they put him to a white backdrop so the blood would splatter on it.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And then how they would do the title.
That's like the art style of the game.
Yeah, like how they would do the title is the dragon. There'd be a white background. The dragon would basically like fly and splat, and it'd be like the red, blood. It was just cool. And then of course the game delivered with being awesome.
Best Dragon Age to date.
I thought of a good one.
Oh,
the one that kind of like disappointed me.
Yeah,
like it was cool all the way up until the game launched, and the game was fun, but it just didn't quite deliver. Was Evolve.
Oh,
remember that one?
Yeah,
it looked so awesome. And actually, Mark pointed this out to me, and it's when it became kind of my favorite logo. Is the title was 4v1.
Yeah, 4v1. Evolve is 4v1,
and then it did a V in a different color for V, and then the other
that's
4.
Cool.
I'm a logo guy.
It was 1v4, right?
That is cool.
It was cool how they did it. Then the game came out, and it was fun, right? But it seemed
it wasn't a piece of art like everything else was.
Yeah, it seemed. I mean, at the time, bare bones or something. You know what I mean? It just didn't seem.
I got one more, David.
Okay.
Gears of War 1.
Oh.
Remember the commercials and you.
Mad World.
Familiar faces, right?
Mad
And
World,
it's just how they did that commercial. It's you're like, whoa, what? I want this game. What is this game?
Like it really depressed you in a good way.
And it touched you sadly in the right way to make you happy. He remember he jumps into that room with that huge monster.
Oh yeah.
And it's this world that they have. And then when you play the game, it felt like that too. The monsters were epic
In your
bosses.
face.
Epic.
I
see what you did there.
That was good. Yeah, and then the world that they created, that was another one that looked good, start to finish. It was really good. Fun to play.
For me, from day one trailer to artwork to music to gameplay, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Remember that first time you saw the trailer and it was at E3?
Yeah, it was emotional.
The owl.
And everybody started crying.
It was really
Look,
emotional.
and everyone was like, I got dust in my eye, man. I got dust.
yeah.
I was just cutting onions.
And then the music was so good.
Gareth Coker.
And all the way through, and all the artwork just fantastic and looked good all the way through. How about that Witcher 2 commercial as well? The Witcher 2 CGI.
Witcher 2 or 3.
The ship. That's
Yeah.
that's on my top 3
yeah,
trailers
2, yeah.
of all time.
That one legit.
Where
Too
he
legit.
climbs
And he-
up the ship,
But
and
then
he
even
cuts off someone's
but then
head.
even someone mentioned Halo Witcher 3 in chat as being really good all the way through. And that Witcher 3 one where
the
where
witch.
the witch.
Oh, that is so. The redheaded witch.
the redheaded witch.
Wow,
She was
that
something.
one. That one got weird.
That one got
in
weird
the right
quick.
way.
One that yeah.
That's on my top 3 of all time.
I don't know if I have I
You know what
can't
my
think of
second
one
one
that
is?
like
Or my first one is Tyrael.
What's your
Scene 2 from Diablo 3.
that was and then yeah.
Oh my gosh, Tyrael when he shares his memories with Deckard Cain's daughter.
Dude, honestly, if heaven is like that, I'm excited. I mean, come on.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my god.
That's a great question. Thank you very much, Monstro, for sending that in. Appreciated. We appreciate all of you guys as well. That does us for this week. It's going to be a great week of gaming. If you haven't had a chance to game in a while, what's your problem, man? Go back, get into gaming.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what do you guys be up to this week? We're going to do some Anthem this
Play
weekend?
games or we'll take your ball.
Okay, it's Super Bowl weekend. Picks. Give me McSpicy. Patriots or Rams?
I don't know if I want the Patriots to win, but I think they will.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't want them to win, but I think they will as well. And I'm not a fanboy because last year I picked Philadelphia. Philadelphia won. This year
You're an
just-
anti-fanboy.
their run game.
You always want them to lose.
their run game, and I just don't think the Rams can stop their run game. That's what it's going to come down to. But we'll see if. And this is an untested young coach for the Rams. We'll see if he can do it. He might be Bill Belichick's kryptonite. So we'll see.
Didn't Madden choose Patriots 37-20?
No, Madden picked Rams.
Rams at 37.
27, 24.
The bear at the zoo picked the Patriots, though.
Yeah, the bear at the zoo did pick the Patriots.
They put
They put two
they
cakes.
put 2 cakes in front of him.
Yeah.
And one was labeled Patriots and one was labeled Rams, and he ate the Patriot cake.
Yeah, he did.
Picked the Patriots.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, then, yeah.
Smokey.
Yes,
Good old
That's
Smokey.
what it is.
So,
So
Madden
Madden chose,
had-
and they're 5 for 10, right?
10 and 5.
So they've won 10.
They've won 10, got 5 wrong.
Oh, man.
They
So
had
they have clout.
they had so
The Bear has clout, too.
Madden simulation had the Rams winning 27-24. The Patriots
game.
The Patriots were up like 17-3
And the
first
Rams
half.
came back.
The Rams came back in the second half to win. So, what if it like falls down exactly that way? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be like an advertising gold for Madden.
Can I say something that I'll never forget?
Please say it,
that
yeah.
involves you.
Okay.
When we were watching the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and the Patriots were playing the Falcons, the Falcons got up 20-something points, almost 30 points.
Yeah.
And you were upset the whole week because everybody was talking about how Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback ever.
Oh yeah. I don't want to talk about this.
David made the comment to me because I'm a Patriots fan, been one since 2000.
Yeah.
David
Jordan-
made the comment to me.
Jordan was
that-
at my house, and I
I
was
said,
just- I was
hey,
rubbing it
it's
in.
okay, we can come back. And David said, oh yeah, if Tom Brady comes back from this, he really is the greatest quarterback because they were down like 30 points.
Because I kept saying like, "Oh, Jordan, look, there's the greatest of all time right there."
Because the whole week that's what they're
And
talking
then they
about.
came back and won.
They came back,
and I
won.
was just like, "What just happened?" So you got to
Well,
keep.
you have a curse,
Yeah,
man.
you got to keep your mouth
You
shut,
have a
man. You
curse.
gotta keep
I
your
think
mouth
you're the
shut.
reason USC is struggling.
No, Lynn Swan is the reason.
Yeah, come on, Lynn.
Lynn,
What are you doing?
You go 5-7. Last time they went 5-7, they fired their coach, and that coach beat UCLA. This year they go 5-7. They lost to Notre Dame and UCLA, and you keep him. And in your statement, when you keep him, you say, "We recognize that there are problems with discipline, teamwork, scheming." Player motivation, but we plan to fix those. That's all the job. But we're sticking behind. We believe in Clay Helton, and we're sticking behind. That's everything you just listed is the job of the head coach
to stabilize and to fix and to take care of. Yeah.
Jerks.
Goats.
I've got one more year of crap, and hopefully they get rid of him, and then we hire Urban Meyer, and then
So we got one more year of losing.
One more year of losing, just
Freaking Lynn
destroying.
Swan. Go catch some more footballs downfield.
Yeah, go. You've ruined your legacy, Lynn Swan. I hope they remove your jersey from the Hall of Fame. Take
And
him
the
out of Hall of
Coliseum.
Fame and the Coliseum.
I'm taking your football.
Let's Reggie Bush him. Yeah, I don't want him allowed in the Coliseum.
You know, I'm really not that mad at Reggie Bush.
Yeah, I don't care about. It wasn't Reggie Bush's fault.
No, it wasn't.
No,
and
here's the thing.
Not to mention, hey, Reggie Bush, at least he won us championships.
Yeah, Reggie Bush. The
What's
Bush
Lynn
push.
Swan done for us?
The Bush push.
Yeah.
Where's Lynn Swan's push? He's
I'd-
pushed us over the cliff.
Take down Lynn's jersey and put back up Reggie Bush's.
No, Reggie Bush. Here's the thing. Here's my feelings on Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush still won the Heisman. It's stupid. I wouldn't have given back the Heisman if I was him. He still had to be the best running back in the league.
Did the money and car
just because
affect
an NFL agent bought his grandma a house, that doesn't affect how he plays on the field. Nobody was like, well, he has that house. Well, they didn't know he had a house, so they take it away because it's against the rules to receive payments as an amateur player in college. But he still had to earn the Heisman Trophy. He should have kept it. I wouldn't have given it back.
Did that house make his legs run faster?
Yeah, did that house cause him to run for 2,000 yards
I think
that
it was.
season?
I think it was the
And
house
win
push.
a national title?
I think it was the house push, not the
Oh,
Bush
I think I
push.
saw that, yeah.
the,
The
house
house
push.
Bush
It was
push.
The house came and pushed
That was
him.
Bush.
And okay, first of all, what makes me mad about that, and this is a whole
We were way
other
off topic, guys.
Well,
What makes me
okay.
mad about that is, like every college isn't doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, like Nick Saban's not buying his players' houses.
Oh, you mean the guy? Yeah, I mean, and it's not the player's house.
Well,
it's
here's
the
the thing.
grandma's house.
Here's the thing. USC, it's not USC doing it. It's the if they want to stop that, they have to make the punishment so harsh for agents too. They have to say, agents, you cannot work for us if you get caught as well. Like in the NFL, it has to come from the NFL. It can't come from college because, of course, if you're a kid, if I was a kid, I'd take a house. Yeah, give me a house.
Well, you're 18 years old. Hey, you want to come play for us?
Oh, you're
going to
buy my grandma a
Hills?
house if I go with you? Well, the funny thing is Reggie Bush didn't even go with that agent.
He knew how to play his cards.
Yeah.
Give me a house, and I might think about going with you.
That's
Anyways,
funny.
these are the passionate debates that we get in at my house during football season.
This weekend's going to be a good weekend.
It's going to be a good
You
weekend.
got a little Kingdom Hearts.
One
you got a
time,
little Super Bowl.
funniest story ever.
Anthem? You got to do Anthem
Dude,
during
that's
the
really
Super Bowl.
hard though, because Kingdom Hearts is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do. This is a problem. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So we've all picking the Patriots to win.
But
two of us want the Rams to win.
And by the way,
Exactly.
by the way, I'm a Patriots fan. Whether they
Basically
win or
hedging
lose.
our bets.
I'm a Patriots fan whether they win or lose. I'm not a bandwagoner. Every year I root
I
for
respect the Patriots. I do respect them. A lot of people hate them. I don't hate them. I respect them. But I would like to see the Rams.
them. We got a little mini
I would too,
Patriots
yeah.
jersey this week for the baby.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go.
Baby Brady.
Yeah.
Baby Brady.
Very nice.
I'm going to bring my helmet over. I'll
Games.
let
What
you
games are
wear
you going to play this week?
Subnautica.
Oh, yeah.
Kingdom
War,
Hearts.
Dude, Wargroove, baby.
Wargroove. I don't
Wargroove.
have. I didn't buy that one.
Oh, you should just buy it.
That's actually a very valid point.
Hey, yeah.
never
that's
thought of it that
logic.
way.
Hashtag logic.
I will be playing that sometime. I know it's good. I just have a hard time jumping in. Like I can't start a season halfway
I'm telling you, just
through.
watch a 20-minute video, 20 to 40 minute, and just jump in, and
Yeah.
then watch the little. thingies.
Here's the deal.
The thing is, your wife can
Here's
play it
the
with
deal.
you. It's a very family-friendly game, and it's hilarious.
It is.
Yeah.
I sat down to play it with my daughter, actually.
Wait, you've played it?
No, I've not played it because when I turned on the screen, it was black.
So what you just said is you lied
So
to me.
I'm
No,
gonna.
I said I sat down to play it with my daughter.
okay, but
Yeah.
then
the
you
screen
guys
was
stood
black.
right back up.
Then I stood right back up. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Final Fantasy VII for my example.
That's
And
It's a decade rule.
Yeah,
You
you
it's a
don't have to
decade
spoil
roll.
You don't need to spoiler that.
I'm going to just prep that for that. Okay?
Okay.
That was my prep music. I loved Final Fantasy VII.
Okay,
and
fair
it was
enough.
a very long game. It came in like 3 discs.
Yes, it did.
Took
it.
forever.
Of like what, so many megabytes each?
Yeah.
Back in those days of storage.
There is a part where a character that I struggled to level up and was like my power healer in a cutscene is killed in a cutscene. And it's like a brutal, it's like, oh
It's
my
It's like murder.
gosh, right?
It was actually kind of awesome.
It was. and you're like, that's like it was like the first season of 24. Things happen, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not your regular TV show.
This is not your regular.
They took some choices here, and I'm in.
It's like
right?
Game of Thrones.
It's like Game of Thrones. That's a perfect example. Real things happen.
Yeah.
And
It's
yeah,
not real.
So in Final Fantasy VII, a character that I liked and I thought was cute and that I used as a healer.
Got nice little bows in her hair.
Yeah, she was cute. She just totally gets murdered right in front of you. Boom. If you were to watch like a catch-up video for Final Fantasy VII, right, you wouldn't feel the same.
Well, yeah, because you're not emotionally invested.
I want to experience, I want to experience this game.
That is the problem with creating such a story. I mean, I love it, but I feel like I've missed the opportunity.
I don't think I could watch a video of Kingdom Hearts knowing how attached people are. I want that. I don't want to just know what's going on. I want to experience.
You want the emotional attachment. It's the same as playing and completing Red Dead Redemption 2 and being attached and understanding the history and everything behind certain characters in that game because of Red Dead Redemption 1 and the way that it all ends and winds everything up. If you just watched it would not be the same experience.
Yeah. And
that's why I
feel like that's being taken from me if I were to watch a YouTube catch-up video.
That's why I said earlier, I feel like I've missed my opportunity. This is just something that I have to watch on the sideline. Like, I cannot experience.
Well, it's interesting. There's actually a lot of sad moments in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
There's 2 very, very sad moments in particular with 2 characters, and then there's 3 other sad moments.
So that's why I'm glad that I have all of them on the PlayStation, right, that I could go through. But I want to do that before I play Kingdom Hearts 3. But the problem is I have a game like Subnautica that, and then I have Anthem coming out February 22nd. I have Wargroove that just got introduced in my life.
I think Wargroove is going to be your Stardew Valley.
Oh, well, it's Chucklefish.
Dude, it's so good.
It's right up my alley.
You can already tell right away.
Oh, yeah.
The charm is there. It's very well thought out. Like, that's what everything, it's like, this just fits. This fits perfect.
Black
It's like
Knight.
the last piece of the puzzle.
Commander Shepard is a perfect example. Mass Effect. I would, if someone were to explain Mass Effect,
You'd be like, oh, okay.
oh,
cool
okay,
story.
that makes sense. But to have the things happen in that game, you're like, like
a
when you have
journey.
to choose certain decisions.
It's
BioWare,
it's a journey that you're on with the characters.
you can't just say, oh, you chose this person, right?
Yeah.
Or you have to choose certain things. That's very
I like the way you said choose right there.
choose.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
With passion.
I just have a hard time doing that for a game that's that caliber. That's why it's on my.
I think I'm going to watch the videos and play, but I will. I know that I will have missed that experience.
No, I get you. You're not as emotionally invested. Like, yeah, I get that.
Like Sora? F Sora. I don't know that guy.
He's a nice guy.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, if you were to watch, Black Knight's talking about Mass Effect 2 in chat, and that's like, because you.
Well, what's funny is
how BioWare does it is they get you attached to these people.
Oh, yeah.
And you are leveling them up and doing all this stuff.
Well, same. If you've had 3 years to get attached to Sora,
it's swept away, and you're like
beating the Heartless down.
Well, what's funny is you actually literally watch Sora grow up. I mean, from game 1, and there was some in betweens.
He's like your child.
So from game 1 to game 2, like, he actually in the game gets new clothes because he grew out of his old ones. You literally watch him grow up.
He's literally your child.
Yeah.
Your Kingdom Heart child.
And there's the chain of memories in between that explains everything.
yeah.
Jordan, you're going to jump into Wargroove with us?
Yeah, I really want to that game. Actually, that game I think that game's fun because you could play a round. You know what I mean? You can play a quick round, multiplayer or something, and then jump back into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I can't do movies because I feel like it's being taken from me. The emotional connection to the games, right? So.
I can see that. I understand that. Well, that does us.
Yeah.
That does us for today, everybody. For this
What
week.
are you playing? You didn't tell us.
Wargroove. I'm gonna be into Wargroove a lot. I've been back into Minecraft lately.
Yeah.
So are you doing like a Minecraft day and then a Wargroove day and then a
I don't
Minecraft
know.
day?
I just get up, and when I'm in the shower naked, that's when I make my decision.
Do they have waterproof switches? Like, do they have cases so you can take it underwater and play?
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Because you could bring that game in. It's on the Switch.
Wargroove it in there, baby.
Maybe stream that.
Everyone's like,
Stream that.
David's been in the shower for 2.5 hours.
What? What's going on with that? I like come out all wrinkly.
That's a water heater.
So it's a water. Oh, I've got the big boy water heater. I've got like 150
Yeah, I got a
gallons.
small one. I got to get a new one.
Yeah, those small ones suck.
It really does. You get in by the time you. No, by the time you you turn on the shower. By the
How
time
old
you
are
get-
you, Mark?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
No, I
old
know.
enough.
I know what you mean. By the time the shower warms up, your hot
Well,
water.
no, like you turn on the shower, you let it warm up, and then you get ready to get in the shower. It's cold already.
How do hotels have like endless hot water?
They all have their own things.
Each one has its own. Each room has its own thing.
water heater. Yeah, I think.
Well,
But
like
the
how
expensive
big?
ones
But
do.
it's endless because don't they have those water heaters that's like it's self heat. So like as the water goes through, it heats up.
Like immediately.
Like-
A
so
water
it's-
heater cloud.
It's endless. It's endless water. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like endless hot water. I think
I
that's
gotta
what
get
they
me
have.
one of those.
Oh, like I've seen those. Those are expensive.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called.
He installs one in Breaking Bad. It's like a pipe that heats it as it goes through.
Yeah, it's as it goes through, so you get endless hot
He made
water.
all this money, and so he finally started upgrading
finally
his
got
house. Yeah,
He finally got one.
I remember that.
Well, everybody, thank you very much. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of your hair. Have a great week. We will see you guys next week. If you haven't yet, please head over to iTunes, rate, review, subscribe to us there. It really helps us. Also, if you really want to help spread the word and support the show, share us with your friends. Show your friends, hey, these guys are cool. The community
That helps
is
us a
awesome.
lot.
That really helps us a lot as well. Either way, we love you guys. We love the community. Everyone is super awesome. We will see you guys next week. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Boom.
Boom, baby. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, we love you guys. It's so much fun. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. Because I had fun. Did you have fun?
Oh, I had fun. That was a good. That was a good one. That was a good shot.
We finally had, like we were just talking, there's been a lull since about Christmas with games to play, new games coming out. The first big ones have really dropped now.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
We can talk about stuff.
We talk about stuff. It's super, super fun. But thank you guys. Thank you for all your support. We're actually, McSpicy, we're actually going to do one more dump.
Oh,
Here before we go.
Should I choose another good song?
Then we've got our Patreon producer credits that we're going to roll with as well. But let me get ready to open up the dumpage.
okay. Yeah, I'll be going through. Do you want to do some more Van Halen to introduce you to more stuff? Like they're so good.
You know which one I really liked? The Hot for Teacher.
Hot for Teacher?
I think Hot for Teacher.
Do you want to do
married-
Hot for Teacher again?
I'm
The
married-
drums.
I married a teacher.
You did. He did.
That song inspired me. So
Well, I mean, with a drum line like that, just
I guess I could go keep me signed in.
bump, bump,
there we
bump,
go.
bump. Oh man, good drums are so great. Like a good, not just your typical beat, but like a drum beat that has flavor.
Dude, yeah, so I...
Like ZZ Top Lagrange.
Oh, this is a good dump song. Maybe we stay with this. I say
We
stay
can do
with
this. Oh gosh, guys. See, like, go around. I love it. Yeah, I have hat hair now. Yeah, I'm comfortable with who I am. Yeah.
All right, guys, here
I'm
we
just
go.
hanging out with friends now. at
Here
this
we go,
point.
baby. On the beat. Can we get it?
Okay,
Here
wait,
comes-
wait for the drum. Here we go.
Here it comes.
Right here. Now
Here
it
comes
is.
the dump. Boom. Dump time, baby. Let the sparks roll.
Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby.
While that happens, while everyone dumps, I'll take a drink. Chief Wiggum, my man.
Oh yeah,
Shane.
Look at them all hit. They're hitting. Fitzy's getting in on there. Fitzy just did a 25K. All right, shut up. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, these are so good.
Oh, Cooper with the flyby.
dude, what is that?
going
Is that a
on?
movie or real life? I
that-
gotta know.
I think
Almost
that's
like real life.
California.
I think that's a plane. I think that's an actual plane crash because they dropped fuel before they emergency.
Oh, well,
land.
now I feel like weird.
That plane was coming in hot.
Still worked cool. Still looked cool.
Oh, baby. This song is not a 10-minute song.
Oh, but it's good.
Yeah, it's got 2 more minutes. In case Jordan, you were wondering.
Oh,
Jordan
Dude,
comes.
I like this. I think this is okay to bump that up and then let us fly. I think this is great. I think this is fine.
Oh yeah, this is the way to dump it. C-Rads, Allins, yes. Fitzy again with some 25 G's.
Oh, baby.
they should have a one spark donate.
Oh, it was a fire retardant dump.
Yeah.
That's You're right. You're right. That's exactly what it was.
That's
why
what
the sky
it
was
looked
red.
like. And it looked like, I mean, it's California. They have fires every year that are terrible.
Oh, Cooper. Oh, Cooper got his shirt. Cooper's been sporting.
All right,
it.
woo.
It's been a conversation starter, he says.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
How does that conversation go?
What's your shirt? This is the
Oh,
XoneBros.
okay, that makes sense. I was thinking maybe a little bit more weird.
Like,
That's just where my mind goes.
why aren't you wearing any pants? Oh, nice shirt. Is that what you meant? I guess if you were starting the conversation.
I don't know how your mind works, Jordan, but that's not a normal conversation that comes with shirts. Oh, Allins again. C-Rad.
C-Rad with the taco.
The taco. Dr. Teeth.
Oh!
The doctor.
Oh, baby. Who are the XoneBros? We'll go take a listen to them. Nice. I get it.
Oh, Cooper.
Koopa.
Dude, we are almost at 9 million. We're like almost
Ooh,
at
close.
9 million.
50,000 away.
Good choice. Good choice with
That
song.
was a good song. That was an excellent song.
Spicy.
Well done.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hey, well
Self.
done.
Hey,
Hey, well
thanks,
done
Self.
to you.
Self high five. Woo!
Well
That's a
done
good
to you,
song.
and thank you very much, everybody. This ends the dump show.
It's a good dump.
The dump is
felt
over.
great.
Get the last
Here we
bit
go.
out.
Last bit. Squeeze
Final
it.
push,
Squeeze
last
it. There it
squeeze.
goes. Oh, Cooper getting just some. It's the little ones.
Squeeze
the little
in
ones coming.
And Beast just squoze in an ember.
There we
Squoze
go.
in.
Oh, Doctor.
I think squeeze is the past tense.
No, I don't care. I'm comfortable with who I am.
Squoze it out.
Closed it out, man. And there it goes. Oh, thank you very much. Shane says, "Can I suggest maybe an awesome scene of funny people spraying fire, etc." Stay tuned, Shane.
Stay
In fact, I
tuned.
think probably by next podcast we
Yeah,
will.
I have a list.
We have plans. That's why we're working on the format, and we've got big plans. It's exciting times. Very excited for it. It'll blow your mind, literally,
And your head and your brain.
blow it all
And
up.
your
Blow it out.
You can't just say that, Jordan. That it becomes an adult show.
Yeah, we're not explicit, Jordan. Stop trying to make us
No,
explicit.
Where did your mind go? I just
Get out of the
I just
gutter.
said and
You
your,
bring-
and
you
then you
bring
guys
us-
started
you
saying other
bring
words.
the level of discussion down into the gutter every
Yeah.
episode.
I really think we should change this to Jordan's explicit show.
Jordan's innuendos.
That's funny.
Even though it's me and Spicy, always.
I know it's always us. And Jordan's trying
Jordan's
to do
just
the
trying to
news.
talk, and we're like, Jordan's just like, a big release, and we're like, big.
Oh man!
Hey, Shane, thank you, Shane. Thank you so much. Yep, we're at 9 million, baby. 1 million away. Shane, he listens every day. Thank you very much, Shane.
I think I can actually. Can I turn on the sparks? No, I can't. Okay, I was just checking something.
But
No.
what we can do.
What? Why do you laugh?
That was big. That was
Yeah.
funny.
No, it's
Oh,
true.
big release this week, and when I look over to Mark, and Mark's like, big.
Dude, I'm the only one. Well, because I'm the one that laughs, and then you always laugh because I laugh. I'm the one that has the 12-year-old brain.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah, we're blaming Jordan. Oh, it's so funny. All right, guys. Hey, again, thank you very much, everybody.
Turn off this overlay.
Have a great week. Let us know what you think of Anthem, how it goes. Join us over on Discord if you have. This is the Bros After Dark, exactly. We actually thought when we were off stream there, when
During the outro?
the
Yeah.
outro was playing, Spicy was like, should we make a new show just called Innuendo? Innuendo Bros?
We have info.
What are we talking about?
No, we would talk about games, but we would be
But
like...
would be like,
yeah,
innuendo.
It's hard to beat that boss.
I feel like that'd be funny for like one episode.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's-
I think you can go.
No,
Maybe
it
it's
could
an-
be so
may-
good. You could go the
Maybe it's
distance.
like every 6
I
months.
sat erect in my chair.
Yeah, like we have regular sessions where we don't laugh, but we use like innuendo language.
That would be so hard to not laugh for me. I'd have to mute my mic so much.
You'd have to plan it beforehand. What we'd have to do is have like lists of words on the wall, like
And
that we
pictures.
That we
use
have to use in
that
under
we-
5 minutes.
that we use to describe things, right?
Oh, hey Fitzy, I did see your comment. Thank you so much. I'm salivating just thinking about it.
Dude, I'm so excited. So Fitzy, is it elk? It's elk, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love
jerky?
Elk jerky. I love it. It's a different flavor than you're used to, but I still love it.
Well, I've had elk jerky before. Well,
Yeah.
no, so I different
fair.
kinds. Is this flat jerky or is this the sticks? I've had elf sticks. You know,
Elf?
like the
It'll
no,
probably
elk.
be the-
I've had elf. I've had elf sticks.
You've had Elf 6, and it's hard.
Well, it's hard. When those elf sticks are erect, there's nothing that tastes better.
Oh my gosh! I can't keep going.
We have to change it from family friendly.
Yeah,
Elk.
I know. Super salty.
Oh, okay, made from steak cuts. Very cool. Oh man, I'm so excited. Yes, so excited.
Okay.
Okay, well, now we're gonna say goodbye. Thank you very much, everybody. Hey, if you
Bye.
Yeah. To talk about the page. If for those watching, send me a direct message if you
direct
want.
message if you're a producer and you would like
I got somebody to. I got
a new producer credit, just DM Spicy over on Discord is where you're going to do it. We're updating them all. If you're a producer, we had some new producers come in halfway through the month or at the beginning after we did it. We update the producer credits once a month. So if you're a new producer that doesn't have a credit, that's coming next week. They'll be here. Also, if you haven't yet, everybody, we love them. I think it's actually some of our best content is the bonus shows. That's on our bonus show tier, so that's the $10 or more. If you want more of the bros, honestly, I seriously think it's our best content.
It really is. They're so great. Those episodes because there's no
There's no
script.
format; it goes wherever and whatever. It's not even about gaming necessarily, but everybody says that they think they get their money's worth every time, and it's fantastic. So we have a bonus episode coming this month, February. We do one a month. So
for the
that's
$10 or more on Patreon.
$10 or more. There's a $10 thing. There you go, Beast. Worth every penny. Shane, how do I join the Minecraft server? Just jump into the Minecraft realm in Discord and just shoot me a message. Just at me, at XoneBros. And Shane, we'll get you in for sure. Is your Xbox Live name the same? Because what I have to do is add you as a friend and then bring you in. Anyways, join us. We're trying to build a studio this year. We're got to get to studio. We got to get to 300 Patreons to get that.
Patrons.
300 patrons on Patreon.
There you go.
You squoze that in there.
I squozed it. Squozed that
Scrolls
right in
that
there.
right out that
Right
that
before we
ember.
left. Yeah. So let us. Or anyways. So sorry.
Oh, you should do a history of Kingdom Hearts
You
on
really
a bonus
should.
episode.
It'd be cool. And what we could do is we could just ask you questions to kind of lead the discussion.
I'll have like Beethoven music going
Could we
on.
have a
Just that.
whiteboard?
Just ask me what question?
Whiteboard
Ask me
it.
one right now. I'll answer. Just ask me anyone.
Who is
how-
Sora?
He's the main character.
What was this? What was the name?
Who is Sora?
Sora. What shoe size is Sora? Because it's got to be big.
It's actually gotten smaller throughout the series.
Well, 'cause he's
gotten
getting
more
bigger.
realistic, right?
I just think that everyone in that game has big feet.
I really like the
You know what they say about big feet, right?
There goes Spicy. Maybe you should do the bonus innuendo show.
The bonus innuendo show.
Just by himself.
Just by myself, and I'll have
Just you.
that would get messed. That would be
All
weird.
by yourself.
That would be weird.
Just in a dark room, so it's just black around you. Just you can barely see your face.
and I'll just describe what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. We appreciate the support. Let's head out of here. It's late. We love you guys. Where's the camera? Right there. Hey,
Yeah.
let's go to this. Can we go to this camera? Can I show them my headphones real quick?
Sure.
Can I show you guys my headphones? These are
whatever
the.
you want. There
These
you
are the. John, you just turned me down, you jerk.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look
These
what
are-
you did, you little jerk.
These are the signs. Check it out though. Here they are. Here's the brand. These are the Game Ones.
Sennheiser.
Sennheiser. Right
Oh,
there.
nice focus.
I went for this because
nice focus.
the mic. This mic is the best mic.
Ooh, nice mic.
On any of them, but they're open ears. So see these slots right here? I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You can see it. That goes straight through to the ear. So sound, you can hear everything in the whole room, and then sound, and it sounds. I mean, McSpicy, you experienced it, and you're an audiophile.
Yeah, when things go straight to my ear, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Anyways, these are the Game Ones. I highly recommend them if you haven't yet. Got them. I'll never go back. And it works. It comes with a cord that works on the Xbox. On the box, it doesn't. It says only with PlayStation 4. But no, it works on the Xbox just fine. I don't know why actually they have that on there. I just don't think they've ever changed their packaging. But
Oh, from like the year one? when it didn't work?
like when it didn't work, yeah, for that one short 6-month period.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Anyways, that's us.
I'm gonna go back.
We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. These are our Patreon credits. We'll see you guys next week. Monday stream. I might be able to be streaming tomorrow. Unsure yet. I have some scheduling issues, but for sure we'll be back here Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
That's it. All right. Enjoy the credits. They're good.